good afternoon, good evening, good day
Good
to
night.
everybody.
Good night.
No one listens at night.
Someone could what?
You can't listen at nighttime. No,
Just before bed.
nighttime is for sleeping.
Yeah,
Unless you're staying up super late to watch an award show. Super late for the UK at least. 1:30 till around about 4 o'clock or so.
it was 5.
5, yeah,
yeah.
something like that. So we'll get into that in a second here. You're listening to A Round of Games, episode 16, with Sam and Darian. I am Sam, and I am here with Darian.
Hello.
And the past couple of weeks have been interesting. I suppose technically we'll talk about the last week because we haven't really done a lot the week previous to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just been sort of the same stuff. I've been chilling out with Assassin's Creed, getting through that. Haven't touched any more God of War or the other games that I really want to play and finish, but haven't got around to. But the end of last week had some interesting developments. Mainly the Game Awards and the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, some would say those are pretty big events. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a kind of funny thing on Saturday. We checked that out. That was interesting. Not a lot to really say.
It was like Indie Game Extreme.
There were some big titles there. Like Judge Eyes is getting a Western release like next year.
That's true.
Next summer, called Judgment. I really like Judge Eyes.
Yeah.
That's that game from the Yakuza team. It's super weird having it in English, I thought. Considering so Yakuza 1 was in English and they had like super high profile voice actors for it. Like Mark Hamill and like that caliber of voice actor. It was super strange. But then like 2 went Japanese, I think because of budget. And then 3 and 4 followed that and whatever. But like when 5 hit, it blew up in the West and became super popular. And they just kind of stuck with the Japanese voiceover.
Yeah.
So I totally thought that this game was going to have Japanese VO. But no, apparently not.
What's really cool is Sega tweeted out last night as well. Well, I say last night, Saturday night. That Judgment will have like full English and Japanese support, subtitles, plus both.
Yeah.
They're going to do it properly as well for the best experience. So that's pretty cool.
They're not going to put it out as DLC that you have to pay for or something, is it?
Ooh, rough.
What game did that? That you had to actually buy the other language pack. Some put it out for like as a free download, which is still very strange, but I'm sure there was something you had to pay for.
That sounds like 15. I know 15 didn't do it, but
no, that had like a million languages on it anyway. Didn't it?
I know what you mean. I can remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. So so the podcast will be split up into 2 sections. We'll talk about the Game Awards first, and then we'll take a short break and then jump into Smash Brothers chat.
Yep.
So I don't know how long it's going to be, but I got a sort of step-by-step of what happened at the Game Awards, and we'll go through it sort of as quickly as we can.
Yes.
So it started off with a pre-show, which is very strange because it wasn't that different from the actual main show.
The pre-show always just feels like extended version of the awards.
Yeah, so that was the thing that happened at 1:30 until 2 for us, AM, that is. So it started off with a new game from Simogo called Sayonara Wild Hearts, exclusive for Switch. Actually, was it Switch and PC? No, it was Switch, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so like a stylish rhythm game, cool looking thing with like synthwave music, and it looks sweet. Like, check out that trailer if you like things that look really good and sound really good.
Yeah.
That's coming out next year, and that's an exclusive for the Switch. And then Joseph Fares came out.
Well, he behaved himself.
Yeah, he was less crazy, but he did acknowledge that he was crazy last year.
Which also concerned me because he still had a high amount of energy as well.
Yeah, I think that's just the kind of person he is.
Which worries me.
Right, yeah.
He looks like... He seems like such a nice guy, but at the same time, he's someone you probably wouldn't want to go to town with, you know? I wouldn't want to chill with that guy. Can you imagine being in a restaurant? You would just flip the table or like stand up and make a speech, and everyone's just like, what the hell's this guy doing?
No, everyone's looking at him and it's like, man, that's a guy I want to hang out with.
No, but he wouldn't. They'd be like, what is this guy doing? I pay $1,500 for my food and this guy's shouting.
Well, how expensive is food?
I know, restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Bon appetit.
That's an expensive burger.
Yep.
Better be a good burger.
Tiny plate, leaf on top, bit of sauce in a circle.
Yeah.
Bon appetit.
But so Joseph Fares didn't flip out, didn't abuse the Oscars or anything this year.
Yep.
He kept not facing the camera, which was funny.
That was great.
Jeff had to realign him for that.
No, he did cover himself for that. He said, I just want to speak to the audience, That was kind of cool. I'll give him that.
Yeah, so he was allowed to read off the first winner of the evening, which was Best Action Game. I didn't write down any of the nominees, but I got the winner, which was Dead Cells.
Yeah.
So a lot of the games, at least in the main show, were ones where it's like, and the winner is blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then as the person was walking up onto stage, they were like, it also won this, this, and this.
Yes.
And like, I might have missed some of those because they tend to do them, and like you're not really paying attention.
Yeah, it happened quite fast.
I got a couple down, but maybe not all of them. So, but whatever, I guess. They showed a new trailer for a game called Journey to the Savage Planet. It's from a new studio called Typhoon, put out by 505 Games. It had some cool looking FMV stuff for this like space program or something or other. Didn't really show any gameplay or anything. The camera was panning around this crashed pod and stuff.
Yeah.
So Alex Hutchinson, I said I recognise that name when he came out on stage.
Yes.
To have a quick chat about it. He's the ex-creative director from Ubisoft. He worked on Far Cry 4 and Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh,
so
okay.
Him and a small team of people are putting out this game, which seems to be some sort of not survival game, but something on a planet.
Was that the game where he came out and he said it's not survival, it's not? Oh, he said something else.
He said not a battle royale.
Yeah, not a survival.
Yeah.
But it's a single player adventure.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think
that could be actually quite interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's in early access next year. I didn't get those details, but I think that might be one of the first Epic Game Store things. Epic kind of killed it at the Game Awards. Not just because of Fortnite and themselves, but like their store in particular. There was a lot of games that were announced for that platform that aren't coming to Steam, and I think that's a big deal for Steam.
That was huge. Epic as a whole, I think this last week, let's call it 2 weeks, Epic have just killed everything. They had a real good year.
A quick aside, if you haven't heard, Steam put out new rates for games on their. So like Steam take a cut of each sale.
Yeah.
It was originally 30%, and like it still is. But if a game meets a certain sales number, of 50 million,
I think it was $50 million
dollars, like not sold obviously, then that goes down to like 25 or something like that, and if like another goal, it goes down to like 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
But Epic came out like the next day or maybe like a couple of days later and said, yeah, we're putting out our platform, it's all DRM free if you want, and it's 12% across everybody forever, like, so they only take a 12% cut, and that I think is probably going to do some damage to Steam.
I get it. Steam, at the end of the day, is business, right? So they've got to make money and stuff. But like 30%, now that they come out and say it, does seem like a massive cut,
it's
especially into like indie devs, not much funding themselves, and it's just like, we take 30% of that. They probably, I don't want to say probably not, but if they don't hit like 50 million, then they're always going to be at that 30%. Whereas Epic are just like, 12%, we're fine, we'll make money with you, this is awesome, we'll support you. And that's like, who is going to go Steam? Like, if you're making a game from the start, right?
Yeah.
Like, why would you like go to Steam if you can share partnership with Epic Games?
Yeah.
For 12%. That's a lot of a difference.
I don't know what the Ubi Store or the Origin cut is. But I know, like, say when 15 came out on PC, that was released on all of that stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was on Steam, Ubisoft, and the Origin store. but I didn't see any games announced on the Game Awards that had both the Steam and the Epic logo on it. It had one or the other.
It did, yeah.
So I don't know whether people will put it out on both just to see how the sales do on either platform. Like I like getting stuff on Steam because I like having all of my stuff in one place.
Yeah.
And like I've already got hundreds of games on there already in one place. And like technically it doesn't affect me. You know, it just like affects the money that goes to the developers.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like a lot of people aren't really going to bother about it. You know, if they just want to get stuff on Steam, they'll get stuff on Steam. But like if Epic start bringing out exclusives and whatever,
yeah,
or even if I could pull my Steam list in and just have it on there, at least just to launch, then that would be kind of cool. Like Discord does.
They might,
because Discord consolidates all of your games in one place and just has a giant list, and then it launches whatever launcher it needs to.
I think they'll probably do that. Or integrate that at least.
So it's just a nicer way to be able to launch your games rather than having like a million different things.
Yeah.
Open when you have to do it. Like Blizzard already does it and whatever. But yeah, so
yeah, it's really cool. It puts Steam in a very awkward place because like Steam have just come out and said that now.
Yeah.
So do they backpedal and like they go as low as that, which I don't think they will.
No.
I can't even go in any less than what they've already done now. So what it's not going to kill off Steam. Steam still has like the user base and stuff, you know? But at the same time, as you said, like if Epic Games Store keeps getting people to be like, well, yeah, we want to go with you exclusively, and that library builds up, then the user base is slowly going to move over to that. Developers are all going to move over to Epic, and Steam are going to be kind of there like, wait, what happened, guys?
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, well, maybe...
But it's like when GOG Galaxy came out, and it's like you can get all your GOG games here in one place. Or like all the Ubisoft ones. It's like they bring them out and it's like, well, this isn't going to do very well, but it's still around.
Yeah.
So it's obviously doing well enough for like, you know, people to be playing stuff on that platform.
Yeah.
So it's not killing Steam, but I think the Epic one is probably the first one to actually make a major dent in it, especially if Epic put on some real good sales.
It feels like it's going to be a competitor.
Yeah.
Which
and more so than the others. The others just kind of like, you know, getting on, like doing whatever.
Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. And like, it's nice that they've come out and been completely honest as well. They've said like, due to the like insane number of Fortnite sales.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, no, okay, you're being like honest about it. You've probably made so much money through Fortnite that you can actually do this for developers. Like you can be like, yeah, we'll only take 12%. We earn so much money everywhere else. Yeah. So kind of sucks for Steam, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe they should put out a game that like, you know, does like shit tons of money.
I know, like something about
like Dota's doing okay, but it's not like Fortnite numbers.
Something like Half and Life and the number 3 might work. I don't know. Or maybe even like something with Portals.
That's not going to make them as much money as like.
No, not at all. But I mean,
but they should definitely get back into games proper.
They could bring out TF3.
Yeah.
You know, like TF2 still has a user base.
If they make it as polished and like as good as Overwatch,
exactly,
that could do pretty well for them.
Yeah.
Like they haven't really got a first-person shooter. Well, I mean, they just made Counter-Strike free to play.
Yeah.
So like that will probably do okay for them with the
more
higher player base and whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
They added a weird little battle royale mode into that, which has like, was it 12 players?
Yeah.
Something like that. So that's kind of weird. I don't know.
And the thing I find interesting is if they did do TF3, maybe not now, but if they did do it back then, it's shown that like another game like Overwatch can compete with it, because like Paladins is doing pretty well. It has like a solid user base. I think I always see it like on Twitch, like, you know, decent way up there. Yeah, it's not going to be as big as Overwatch, but
no,
it competes okay. It does well for itself. So
that's not Valve though, is it?
No. That's what I mean. Like if TF3 did, or something along those lines did come out around the same time as Overwatch, then yeah, it could have competed and it could have actually done well.
Epic like have so much money, it's okay for them to like sort of cancel stuff.
Yeah.
And like they cancelled the development of that the new Unreal Tournament game that they were doing,
which is kind of a bummer. I did read that.
A lot of people were looking forward to that or whatever. Did that come out like as you could play it? Sort of.
I think
there's one with user-generated content or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like they're stopping development on like future updates and things.
Yeah, so it's like fully playable, I think, still, and like it's done. You can play it. You'll still be able to play it. But yeah, as you said, they're done with it.
And what was their MOBA from a couple of years ago that they stopped putting out, or that they dropped?
I know what you mean. It was on PS4 as well, wasn't it?
Because when you said Paladins, I'm
not going to be able to get that. I'm going to Google that. You carry on.
Okay, right. Anyway, so back to the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Then they put out... so Best RPG went to Monster Hunter World, which is awesome. It's cool that it won something, but like I would have chosen... like Octopath or Ni no Kuni over it, but that's because I'm not really into Monster Hunter. But I am happy that it did get something.
Yeah, I think when I saw the list, I was like, yeah, okay, that will probably win that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Paragon.
Paragon, that's it.
Yep.
Okay. That's a very similar name to Paladins.
Yeah, it's close. It's pretty close.
So that's dead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Then there were some esports awards.
Yep. Super hyped by all those. All of them seemed absolutely fair. I was happy with all the awards I gave out. That was cool.
Cool, okay.
Yep.
Then a trailer for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It's coming to consoles. The update is coming to PC. That game never came out on consoles. And it came out like 5 years ago or some shit.
Yeah, when they made the joke about it, I was just like, you know what? You're right. It didn't. Yeah. So that was cool. They did some great Last of Us jokes.
The trailer was really good because they were talking about the awards that they won, but it was like the best story or best narrative goes to The Last of Us and Papers, Please. So yeah, they never released it on console, so they're bringing that back out.
Yep.
Coming to Switch as well, I think. It's Switch, PS4, and
I'm pretty sure it showed Switch.
It was everything. Yeah. No, it didn't. It just said all consoles.
Oh, so okay.
We don't know what is coming out, but it's probably that.
Yeah.
So that's coming out next year, and then the narrator jokingly said, like, what do you mean The Last of Us 2 is out next year as well?
Which is great.
Which is also strange, because they've never specifically said that The Last of Us 2 is out next year, so we don't know whether...
I don't know whether that's tongue-in-cheek,
or whether they're just assuming.
Yep.
But, like, yeah, I don't know. That was pretty cool. Best student game went to... Actually, I didn't write it down because we didn't know what any of them were, but I'm really happy about the... students getting their due on there.
Yeah, it's always nice when they like show that stuff.
Like, even voting on it was weird. I went to the one that had the prettiest screenshot on there, and it was... Yeah, I can't even remember what one I voted for, and I don't even know if that one won. But it's really cool that those kids got an award, and like it would be good if it was the first of many.
Yep.
And then there was like a new game called Among Trees, which is out next year, from FJRD Studios. It's sort of an arty kind of... It looked like Firewatch.
Yeah.
Or like a Fear art style. Which looked really nice. It was in like a forest, and there's wildlife bouncing around and everything. A tree fell over.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked real pretty. Hoping for more footage of that soon. That seemed interesting. A lot of the games that looked really nice are kind of a way off, and I hope to see more of them.
Yeah, it's like stylistically, a lot of the games kind of shown throughout the night just looked really nice, but we don't have too much info on them, so I don't know if it's like it's gonna be next year or even further away. Yeah,
they could always get delayed, but I mean, like, all we've got in terms of release for most of them were just 2019.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. So that was the actual pre-show. So it was like awards, announcements, and talks, which is exactly what the main show was.
Yeah.
Without the orchestra, I guess.
Yeah. Best student game was Combat 2018.
Oh, that's it, and it changed its name to something else.
Yeah, from Norway University.
Alright.
Interesting.
Cool. Yeah, it was Tank something or other. they changed his name to. But yeah, sweet. So Keighley said to kick the show off, there was a thing he's been trying to work on for the last 5 years. Something that he's really happy that is like actually made it into the show. So he says 5 years in the making, he introduced Reggie, Sean Layden, and Phil Spencer out on stage to do a little speech all together, standing next to each other. And I think, like, man, some of those shots, like, defines this generation of consoles for, like, coming together.
It was, I don't know, man, like, what a way to, like, open it. And just what a statement to have. Like, I know you always have, like, the console wars, and, like, at the end of the day, there's always going to be, like, this, you know, friendly but heated competition between, you know,
yeah, like, none of these guys hate each other.
Yeah, exactly.
They just work for different companies.
Yeah, so having them all on stage really represents everything kind of gaming, at least in 2018, is about at the minute. So, like, you know, hats off to Jeff. That's, like, nobody knew what he meant when he said, I've been waiting for 5 years for this to happen.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that this was it really shows his passion to the gaming industry and, like, what he wants to, like, show at the Game Awards and what he wants it to represent. I think that's amazing. Like, Jeff's a cool guy, man. And that was that was an insane moment.
Yeah, like, if anyone could pull it off, it was him.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, it's not going to happen at any of these other events.
No, exactly.
And it's just cool to see them all together being bros. Like, do you think they went backstage and sort of, like, had a chat about video games or something? Or do you think they walked off and then just dispersed?
They had a drink, and they were just like, I don't know, they had a drink, but then they separated off, and they each had, like, their own kind of, I don't know, PA with them, and you're just like, oh my god, they're all bitching at each other. You're just like, oh, that fucking Reggie does my nut in.
Yeah, oh man.
And Reggie was just like, oh, I'm so sick of Sean.
God, man, I really wish I worked for Reggie. I really wish I worked for Reggie instead of Sean Layden. God, man, he's so stupid. He doesn't know anything about games.
And Reggie was, again, just like, I had the worst lines. They had all the good ones. I was crap.
Yeah.
Jeff ripped me off, man.
I really wanted to finish, but, like, Reggie got to say, take it away, Jeff.
Ugh.
So stupid. God, and it feels like, he's, like, wasted. He's like, how about we put Banjo in the Smash Brothers game? You man, that would be so cool. You Conquer? You want Master Chief in the Smash Brothers? And Phil Spencer's like, maybe we should put out, like, a new PlayStation All-Stars game. It's like, maybe we could, like, have a crossover. Like, do you want to put Mario in the PlayStation All-Stars game? So what? No.
They just, like, talk for ages about it. They all went backstage to play Smash.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. And then Phil Spencer's like, man, this is shit.
While they were like, while they were like just backstage, like, 10 seconds before they, like, came on.
Yeah.
So they had to, like, wait for their marker and stuff. You can just imagine the three of them standing there like, this is awkward. Yeah. Like, obviously not really. They met with each other, like, a bunch of times. Maybe not as all three, though.
I guess so, yeah. They haven't been out, like, on stage, all three people.
Yeah.
It's always weird when, like, you see them together. It's like you feel like there's rivalry, but there's not.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like they hate each other because there's, like, this big...
Remember on, was it E3 2014, I think it was, when Andrew House was out on stage and they were talking about the port, or the PS4 port of GTA 5. And they were talking about the GTA Online progress, and it was super weird having him say Xbox 360 on stage.
Yeah.
Or, like, at the past Gamescom. No, it may have been. Or that XO18 event or something. When Phil Spencer was out talking about the physical release of Hellblade.
Yeah.
Talking about that coming out. And it's like, and it's an Xbox stream. I think it was Inside Xbox or something. It's like all these Xbox fans talking and, like, being around them and stuff.
Yeah. And
him saying, like, oh, it's coming to PlayStation as well. It's like, it's just such a weird thing that you don't expect to hear, but is, like, totally fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened. Then you had the introduction to the actual show, which is, like, the Game Awards orchestra come out and do the actual Game Awards theme, which is the first thing.
Yeah, the theme's cool. I liked it.
It sounded familiar. Like, it sounded like another epic score.
I feel like it sounded like an award show.
Electronic tinge to it.
Yeah, it was weird. I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we had an award for Best Narrative, which went to Red Dead Redemption 2.
More of that later.
Yeah. Then we had a Switch logo show up on screen, and then we had a Marvel logo show up on screen, and then we had a trailer which I assumed was the Guardians of the Galaxy game for Switch.
Yeah.
Not realizing that was already out.
And then 5 seconds later, it was like, wait, you have more Marvel characters. Wait, and more, and then it kind of sinks in.
When you saw Iron Man, I thought it was a bit weird.
Yeah.
And then you saw the sort of like action, it's like a action brawler with the circles around people's feet. I think it was either you or Dan said this looks like an Ultimate Alliance game.
Yeah.
I don't think we put it together that it was like a new one. Like we weren't sure whether it was like a port or whatever, or the other ones. But it turns out Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order is coming to Switch exclusively next year. It's a Bayonetta situation. I think Nintendo are funding it, otherwise it would never have gotten made.
Yeah.
But that's being developed by Team Ninja.
Yeah,
which is strange.
That happened.
Not sure how that deal came about, but I don't know. Like, I think those guys also made the Dissidia game.
Yeah.
The PS4 Dissidia.
Did.
So they're getting around with brawlers and fighting games and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But whatever, that's cool. Yeah. So that looks interesting. It looks. I don't want to say it looks like a Switch game, but it looks artsy enough to like hopefully run well on Switch. The ports of Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, the quote-unquote remasters that came out on PS4, still kind of ran like garbage. So hopefully this one will be optimized really well.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so that was cool. Then we had a rather long segment for the Industry Icon Award for visual concepts. They do work on like a bunch of different games, which was nice. A short Rocket League trailer for the McLaren 570S car pack.
Everything looked super high-res, super nice.
It's a very good model of the car.
And then gameplay happens, really and you're like, yeah, this is Rocket League.
It still looks nice in-game, but yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
It was weird how realistic that car looked compared to the other like sort of arcadey looking things.
Looked like a Forza reveal.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, it had like, that hyper-real car. Best performance went to Roger Clark for Arthur Morgan. Yeah. That's fine. He did a really good job. I would have preferred other people in there. And then we had a ton of videos and announcements and stuff. So we had Far Cry New Dawn. Comes out February 15th, which is like 2 months away.
That was everything I expected it to be.
Kind of, post-apocalyptic, straight after 5.
Yep.
Spoilers for the end of 5, I guess.
Yeah, which, I mean, sure. Yeah.
If you have any interest, I guess you would have finished 5 by now.
Still a weird way to just spoil it, I guess. But, I mean, I guess it was vital because it's part of the plot. So,
I guess. Sure. It's coming out less than a year after 5 came out, which is insane. Like, that's what Primal did too. And, I don't know. Like, it feels like it's trying to get out ahead of Rage 2. And like fill in the weird wasteland crazy guns that Borderlands has left since Borderlands 3 is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Like it's insane. Like 11 months, and
if you want more Far Cry, here it is. I guess I'm not in any rush to.
Does anyone want more Far Cry? I'm sure people want more.
Probably.
Far Cry.
Like at this point, it seems to be a yearly thing.
Yeah,
but I would rather have Assassin's Creed back to being yearly, or even a yearly Watch Dogs. Like Watch Dogs 2 was 2016 and we've seen nothing yet. Like where's the new one of those?
Maybe next.
Where's the new Rayman game?
That ain't happening. Apparently. Every E3 I'm like Rayman. Nope.
Then Supergiant Games announced Hades. It's now in early access on the Epic Games Store.
Stylistically that game looked damn good. I was into that.
It looked sweet. The music is incredible, as all of their games have been. I'm interested, but I am also worried about the gameplay because the last couple of games from them, I like the look and sound of, but I just didn't enjoy playing. So we'll see how it goes. It seems to be a little bit more actiony, so it might actually.
I call that the 13 effect. I love absolutely everything about 13 except the game.
It looks nice. It sounds nice. The game structure, I think, because like playing the game itself, like battle-wise and stuff, I thought was really interesting. That was
kind of.
I enjoyed that. It's just like the way everything was laid out.
Yeah.
In that, but it's just like actually playing the Supergiant games I have issues with.
Yeah.
Even like Bastion as well.
Okay.
It's a bummer, but so yeah, that's available now in early access, which is strange. But I guess it's a roguelike.
Yeah.
So it'll do the same thing that like Dead Cells did when that was in early access.
Exactly.
It'll just add to it over time. Then Panache came out and showed off I think the first gameplay for Ancestors outside of their little development type things. That's Patrice Désilets' game. He used to work for Ubisoft on Assassin's Creed and stuff, and he's working on was it Ancestors, the something mankind journey, something or other.
Sure.
You play as a monkey in lots of different time periods, and it presumably go up to humans.
Yeah, but like the thing that was weird about the trailer was that they said that you play from like 4 million years ago, I think it was, the start.
Yeah, something like that.
And they were like up into the present day, and I was like, this concept is pretty cool. And then like
it's real time as well. You have to like play these.
Yeah. But the entire like trailer was just like from 4 million to like 2 million years. Not much changed.
You were still a monkey swinging around trees and
like
stabbing.
You got a stick, I think, at one point.
I mean, you're gonna have a stick for a long time.
Yeah, but
not until recently where you get guns.
It's a super interesting concept. I would have liked it to have gone all of, like, even if it was like 10 seconds per like time frame, and it just went all the way up to like modern day, and was just like, whoa, this is how the game changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'll see more of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
So then we have something that we don't really have too much detail on. It's another new studio called Midwinter. It started off in space with like a space station, and the moon was all smashed up and blown up and whatever. It was like a mess. Then some people got into escape pods, landed on the planet. It's all frozen over. So it might be like a 4-player co-op type thing. It's called Scavengers. The Scavengers.
Yep, Scavengers.
And like that's kind of all the information we got on it.
Yeah.
Like no data or nothing else really. But like if it is a 4-player Division-y type thing, which kind of what the vibe I got from the trailer.
Yeah.
That could be neat. I don't know. We'll hopefully see more of that soon.
If the title came up as Lost Planet 4, I would have like popped off. I would have gone up there.
Lost Planet 4 Scavengers.
I would have just gone nuts. That would have been so cool.
I guess. I don't think there's going to be another Lost Planet game.
No.
3 didn't do very well.
3 did not do well.
No. Also, it was just bad. Then we had a bunch of awards. So we've got Best Score / Music, went to Red Dead. Best Audio Design, went to Red Dead. Best Art Direction went to Return to the of the Obra Dinn.
Thank God.
Which is neat. Best Mobile Game was Florence, which I played, and is really cool. Best VR / AR Game didn't go to Tetris, which is a shame. It went to Astrobot, which isn't a shame because
that
game is awesome.
That seems cool.
Yeah. New DLC trailer for Dead by Daylight, which nobody cares.
Did Tetris win anything?
No.
That bums me out.
Yeah. Then there was a new Anthem trailer, story trailer for that, and a neat little music performance with like some synthesized voice going on. That was interesting.
Oh yeah.
The lady on the weird non-keyboard buttony type thing and whatever. That was cool. Then like a giant crash crate showed up on the little, not stage, but the podium where Jeff was hanging out for hours.
And he was joined by Crash himself.
Yep, Crash Bandicoot himself.
Yep,
he was there.
Yep, told Jeff to spin into the crate to open it. Jeff thought about it and then was like, wait, I got a lot of show to do.
Yeah, I'm
Change his mind.
This like a professional.
Yep, exactly.
And inside was a cup.
Yeah.
A tournament type cup. And then we had a trailer for Crash Team Racing and Nitro Fueled, which is a remake of the Crash Team Racing, the original one on PlayStation 1. Which I told you it was going to be the first one only.
Yep. I tunneled into the dice.
Oh yeah,
I overcomplicated things, but I was just like, I connected dots that weren't there, and I was just like, because we saw an image and like the dice showed 11, And I instantly like counted the like non-spin-off Crash games, and I'm just like, oh my god, there's been 10. This is the 11th. It's obviously a racing one.
It's a new
racing game. It's confirmed. It makes sense. And then you were like, but loads of other people got the dice.
Dude, it's just a picture of
the numbers are irrelevant. I was just like, wait, what?
It just happens to be what numbers were facing up.
And I was like, but I worked all this out. That was a bummer. But CTR, what was it? Nitro fueled. Man, it looked good.
Yeah, you see comparison screenshots.
I didn't.
They look very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does the like cool screen right thing of like, here's what it looks like now. And man, like I recognized a lot of those tracks, and it looks incredible. Obviously 4-player split screen online support and all this other jazz. Yeah, super excited. It's one of the best kart races outside of Mario Kart. Probably like second place, I guess, compared to Mario Kart, or third place, depending on. I like Sonic Racing.
I was gonna say Sonic, yeah. But
we haven't had I've only played the PS1 Crash Team Racing and like not the others. So having only Crash Team Racing around that time, like nostalgia would take over, really.
Yeah.
So like obviously last generation is when the Sonic Racing ones were, and Mario Kart has been on the Switch, which is what we've been playing on a ton. So yeah, it's a bit weird to like judge those games, but like all three of those are really good kart races.
Yeah, I actually do agree that I actually think CTR might be second or third in terms of all time.
Like those three, they're the top three for sure. Like I'm not going to count Speed Freaks or anything like that. Like,
and I know a lot of people still really like Diddy Kong Racing, but that game did not age well. I'm sorry.
That and yeah. We played that fairly recently, and
going back to it, just like, you know what?
Well, not fairly recently, like a year ago.
But still, we were like, you know what? That game didn't age well.
I can't believe they stopped the music when you go above 2 players.
It's kind of.
Well, I can believe that because N64. Yeah. But yeah, that looks awesome. That's out June 21st next year.
Yep.
Which is still a little way off, but I suppose now it's only like 7 months away, which is pretty cool.
Do you think they're gonna make a new Crash or Spyro for the PS4 before?
Yeah, I think they were just waiting on this because Beenox are making this, the ones who used to make Spider-Man games, but now obviously better developers making Spider-Man games.
Right, yeah.
So they've got to find something to do. So they're putting this out, which means who made the Crash remaster?
Can't remember.
It was Vicarious Visions.
That's the one.
So they're probably working on a proper new Crash game.
Well, they did make New Level.
Yeah, a brand new level for it.
Yeah.
Apart, like, outside of the recovered sort of one, that one where you go up the
Stormy Ascent.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Damn.
So yeah, they'll probably make a new Crash game, and then whatever Toys for Bob is doing, they'll make a new Spyro game, I guess. If the Spyro trilogy did really well.
Yeah, I think it did
I haven't heard people talking about how well it's sold. But there's been a lot of stuff happening recently with like the release of Red Dead and
like
other things have sort of shadowed it a bit when Crash came out in August, where nothing is there. So
we've kind of hit the point now where it's like at the end of the year, and just a lot more stuff has kind of like dropped recently, and there's like people talk about holidays, people are talking about what's happening next year, award shows have happened. There's been a lot the last few weeks, I think.
Yeah. So we had the next award, which was the Content Creator of the Year, presented by the two main characters from God of War. Christopher Judge came out on stage with his epic suit. It was like, that suit was something, man.
You know, if you had to choose anyone in the world to play Kratos, they did a good...
They did a really good job.
They chose the right man for the job.
I mean...
Jesus Christ.
Not to say anything bad about the one who was Kratos for... Well, was it 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 6 or 7 games?
Yeah. Oh, no, but like... ignore his voice, just look at him. This guy could be Kratos.
Yeah. So he said "Read It Boy" on stage, which was really cool.
Yep, received really well. Everyone was totally into that.
Yeah, he was pretty excited about doing it as well.
Yeah.
You saw him smile afterwards.
Yeah.
Then we had some more trailers. We had Obsidian's brand new game, brand new universe, they said, called The Outer Worlds.
The winner was Ninja for that, wasn't
Oh, yeah, Ninja one.
Right,
oh,
yeah.
I thought that was obvious.
No, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. So The Outer Worlds seems like a Fallout cross Borderlands cross, not No Man's Sky. It seems like you're in one area, but they showed off a lot of boats, like a lot of spaceships. So I don't know whether you will actually visit other planets, other areas, but
I think maybe the other
they're treating it as a universe. So it seems like it'll be bigger, or they're hoping it to be their Fallout. Like they'll have multiple games in this thing.
That game was Fallout as hell.
But it had like some crazy weapons, and it looked real nice. A lot more polished than previous Fallouts have been. I'm not just talking about 76. I mean, just like games that came before it. Even like New Vegas, the one that Obsidian did before.
Right.
This seems like they want this to be their own thing.
I mean, you get rid of Bethesda, you get rid of the bugs, am I right?
Yeah, I guess. But that looks cool. That's coming out next year. I'm looking forward to seeing more on that. Dauntless, which is the non Monster Hunter game.
Oh yeah, Dauntless.
That comes out April on PS4, Xbox One, and the Epic Games platform.
Yes.
No Steam.
Rip.
So yeah, that's if you want to play Monster Hunter but don't want to play Monster Hunter, then you can check that out. And then Hello Games came out with another small game called The Last Campfire, which no gameplay in it, but like you played a little Shy Guy / Journey dude.
Yeah.
Wander around doing stuff
in the boat.
It looked really nice. Yeah.
Sure.
No word on there were multiple people there, but I don't know if it was multiplayer. And then Joel McHale came out. Hasn't been there for 5 years.
I really like that guy.
Yeah, he was a lot better this time doing one small segment than he was doing an entire show a couple of years back. He presented the best esports player, which was Sonic Fox.
Yep.
Came out, did an awesome speech.
Absolutely deserved.
He's a cool guy.
That man, a better person couldn't have won, especially not for like 2018. I think.
Yeah.
The right person won at the right time, and the dude is just super cool. He had a ton of backlash, which sucks.
Of course.
Not because of what he said, though.
Oh, okay.
Because people were salty, and they weren't even...
Just that he won?
Yeah, because they were just like, oh, fighting games are easy. Literally. It's...
I mean, they're not wrong.
No, that's
you just mash buttons.
That's literally what someone said. Literally what someone said. A CSGO pro player literally said that. I don't get...
And CSGO is real technical. You gotta like move the mouse and piston.
I know, man. I'm with the argument of like, give that guy like... For example, give any CSGO player like 10 years and they will not beat one of the like 6 gods that currently are in Melee, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, don't get me wrong, like... It is super technical and it works both ways. Like Sonic Fox could train for 10 years and maybe not be as good as the other guys in CSGO.
Yeah.
But to say that a fighting game is just button mashing and easy is really stupid and kind of dumb. So yeah, he got a ton of backlash, and then obviously people were tweeting at him just like because of his speech and just like, why does that matter? What's wrong? And it's just like, guys, just chill. He's a cool guy. He takes it really well, though. He literally just laughs. He's just like, guys, just chill.
Sweet. Okay, so PUBG winter map trailer. Little bird blew up, but
Bird lives.
Didn't blow up.
Yep,
that's good. #bird lives.
Yep.
It's up on the test servers now. Coming to PS4 and Xbox One in January, I think it was. So it's very soon. I'm interested to see what that snow map is like. We both like snowy levels, worlds, areas, whatever. But like, you can see footprints and stuff, which is kind of a game changer if you're trying to track someone down.
Well, kind of. I mean, there could be footprints everywhere. There are 100 people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but at the same time, it does make sense. Like, you could be tailing someone, lose track of them for a second, but then see their footprints went into a hut, and you're like, I wonder where he went. You know,
but it's just like interesting to see them take that approach to that game. Whereas, like, I really hope Call of Duty add like a new map or add something that is new. You know, like not just like a new gun or something.
Wait,
I mean like new vehicles or just anything else.
3 days, and I think maybe
from Tuesday, is it?
What day's the 12th?
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
It's not the 11th today.
Yeah.
No.
The 11th is Tuesday. When this podcast goes up.
No. Okay.
God damn it. What? Figured it out.
No.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I got it. Dates are hard, man.
No, they're not.
They really are.
So
So Treyarch tweeted, and they were just like multiplayer, blackout, zombies, and that was it.
The 3 game modes.
Yep.
And then they said, what?
And they
12th?
dropped the date. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe new maps for
They're
all
adding
of
one
them.
new character to each mode.
It'll be DLC, right? So
there's new zombie campaign,
new zombie campaign, new map pack, and I think the blackout. What do you reckon? New map or new Fortnite update in terms of an event will happen in the map and some stuff will happen.
If they blew up the wind farm place and it had a crater there, with some stuff in it, that'd be cool. It's like a big desert place that could be destroyed in.
Imagine they turn the entire map snowy for Christmas.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know, there's stuff they can do. Like, as much as I want a brand new map, there are things they can change to turn it really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. Or they could just come out and be like, here's 2 new weapons, and that'll be a bummer.
Yeah, here's a new pistol and a sniper rifle. Guns you barely use.
Yeah.
So the makers of Ark are apparently called Wildcard Studio. I never knew that before.
I didn't know that.
They're putting out an open world survival MMO called Atlas.
Oh, that game.
You're pirates on a boat sailing around a sea with lots of bad things in the sea and other players and whatever. I don't know.
3-headed dragons.
Yeah.
So
it's a mythical Sea of Thieves, but more of a serious art style.
Yeah, so I'm glad we had the same opinion on this. Looks real good. This has the potential to be real good.
I don't want to play it.
Probably going to be bad, and it's probably going to be in development for a very long time. It's probably going to be in early access for a very long time. It's probably not going to work, or it's going to just have this giant world but nothing in it.
I mean, you'd hope it doesn't, but comparing it to Sea of Thieves is weird because they're both trying to go for different things.
Yeah.
Also, so I don't know. Like, I have no interest in playing it.
I have interest in watching other people play it for a bit.
Yeah, I'll watch one stream of it.
I'll watch 2.
But that's only if it happens to turn up on a stream that I'm watching.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. It could actually be something super cool that we want to check out. Maybe it could be.
I'm sure some people will really enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll jump on the board and it's just like this giant crack, and you're just like, okay, this is actually really cool. And then 5 minutes later, you're fighting against a 3-headed dragon, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, sure. This is cool. I did see the map had a giant X on this with some treasure aspect as well, and I'm like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah. It's coming to Xbox One game preview some point next year. So the similar thing happened to Ark. That happened to go on the game preview program. So that's cool. Ashen had a trailer.
Yep.
Said it's out now on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And I think that Hades and something else is on the Epic Game Store now. I can't remember what the third game was, but yeah, those 3 hit that as well. That's cool.
Yep.
And then some more awards. Best debut indie game went to The Messenger,
which super confused us because there were 2 indie game awards, and we were like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it now. It's fine.
Best fighting game went to Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah, out of the list, it was the only one that was gonna win. I think. Like, I didn't see Soul Calibur taking it. Like, it did well, obviously, but I think I was more character
Blaze Blue
creator.
was on there as well. Was it?
Yeah.
Smash Brothers wasn't on there because it was out the day after the event.
Super bummer.
But also that's not a fighting game.
Yeah, it is.
That is that would have been in Best Family Game, which Overcooked 2 won.
Yep.
Which is cool. Still need to play Overcooked 2.
Yeah.
Still need to record Overcooked 1. God, that game is good.
This was pretty much the only category I expected Nintendo could have won anything in.
They only had Mario Tennis in it, didn't they?
Super Mario Party as well.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Overcooked 2.
Yeah, definitely deserved.
Best strategy game went to Into the Breach.
Yeah, that sounds about right as well. Yeah. Weren't surprised there.
Yeah. Then a new trailer for a BioWare game. Didn't really reveal too much. It was very much like the reveal of the Skyrim trailer, or the Skyrim reveal trailer, where it showed like the wall animating and stuff, and then it just showed the logo. But with this, it was clearly Dragon Age. You had the music for it, the mural and stuff, and there was a hashtag which was the Dreadwolf Rises, which is apparently a reference to Inquisition. Right, so it seems like this is a direct sequel to Inquisition, which both Dan and Kieran knew.
Yep.
I haven't played Inquisition, so I don't know.
I haven't played any Dragon Age game. I don't know if it's for me. Maybe
I tried to play the first one. It's very dated now. It's like Mass Effect 1. If you didn't play it at the time, it's very hard to play now. There are a lot of things where you're like, man, this should be like this, which a lot of games do as standard now, but it didn't like 10, 15 years ago, whatever it was. So it's like, man, this is like really rough to play, but like if Dan plays it and he'd played it hundreds of hours multiple times before, it's fine.
Yeah, I think Dan and Kiki have played so much Dragon Age.
Yeah.
I think they'll be excited for this.
But like, I think Inquisition and Andromeda, as much of a bad game as Andromeda is, I think both of those are good starting points. Like Mass Effect 2 is awesome. I played through Mass Effect 2. Didn't play 3, and I'm okay with that. But I think in terms of just jumping in, they're both good games to like go into, Inquisition and Andromeda. But I think I really like going back and having lore and stuff, even if they're not connected directly. Yeah. But I could probably just forget about Dragon Age 1 and 2 and Mass Effect 1 and 3 and just like play these other games and be fine with it. So I may actually just do that.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
it's the reason why they haven't got numbers on them, you know? Just jump into them. It's like why they removed the number for The Witcher and just made it The Witcher Wild Hunt. Or they did at one point. They went back and forth on some things.
Right, yeah.
No, it is called 3. I think they re-added it back in. But their intent was like, you don't need those other games, but they help-ish. So maybe I'll just read a Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then Ninja was up with his best bud, Pepe the Prawn.
Fucking Pepe.
They finally had a Muppet on the show.
They had a Shelfie.
Yeah.
They had 10 Shelfies.
Yeah. Get some V-Bucks for Fork Knife.
Jesus. God damn it.
They introduced Best Independent Game, which went to Celeste, which is what we were super confused about with the Best Debut Indie Game and Best Independent Game.
Yep, super happy Celeste one. It's getting physical release as well. Oh man, that box art.
Yeah.
Damn, I really want it. I'm down to play Celeste. I've wanted to play it for a very long time. It still super looks interesting to me, so I'm hyped. I think I want to pick that up physical as well, because that box art is
it's on limited run, so you're going to have to check.
Oh, you're right. It is limited run.
Jak and Daxter is on limited run as well.
What?
The Jak and Daxter 1.
Really?
Yeah, and they're doing a trilogy, or they're doing Jak and Daxter 1 for PS4 on there. But then they're also doing 2, 3, and X disc versions, like a collector's box thing, which I think is coming later this month. I didn't get it, but it would have been kind of cool to have that there. Yeah, so they announced Celeste physical copy and something else as well. I can't remember what it was.
You'll have to remind me about Jak and Daxter. Just say the words in general so I can potentially play it. Because I went to
the PS4 version is really good.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's patched now. Remember what happened to me?
Oh yeah.
I couldn't.
It's weird because I never had that issue.
Yeah, it crashed in the exact same part like 3 times. I just couldn't play it.
I might play the PSV version on your account so you can get those trophies. It's a separate trophy list from 4, but it's the same trophies. From PS4, I mean.
If you ever want to, sure, free plat.
I kind of want to play it again.
If you ever want to play it again, free plat, just do it.
I'm not playing that Vita version because it ran like dog shit.
Yeah.
It's a separate trophy list again. Jesus. I'd love to get the double platinum on it. Well, triple I guess now, but yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it runs like 15, sub 15 frames.
Oh yeah, I remember about that now. Yeah, it does not run
Makes
good.
playing it near impossible, and they never patched it or did anything to it.
Right.
Yeah. The creators of Abzu, Giant Squid, came out and showed a trailer for The Pathless, which looks like a...
well, you said runner.
So there was a lot of pictures of this person running through a forest, which looks like it was on rails.
It looked on rails at first.
Shooting some things, kind of like a Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing.
Then it showed like...
But no, they were actually sneaking around and like jumping off of stuff, and it's like a big world. It's probably linear-ish, like Abzu again. But yeah, it looked real nice.
The world looks real nice, and like just, you know, the part where she's holding onto this bird, I think it was, like
jumping off of a cliff, and sailing down to a forest.
Whoa!
Yeah, that looked cool. And then the creators of the fan favorite, The Quiet Man, Human Head, showed off an MMO sort of top-down dual stick shooter kind of thing called Survived By. It looked like you died in one hit.
Yeah.
But it was like a roguelike. You would come back and go around and try and banish evil with people online.
Yeah, trailer was cool, had some decent humour. Yeah.
Sort of pixel arty look to it. I can't remember if it said when that was out or what platforms. But that's cool. I don't know. And then we had our toilet break when the Red Dead music medley came on.
Yep.
Nothing against the music in that, but...
came back and it was still on.
Yeah, that was long.
Yeah.
Stranger Things 3, the game.
I thought that was long. I really like Stranger Things.
Rewatching it, it wasn't as long as it was the first time, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing against it. I just...
16-bit style trailer.
Yeah, the fact that it's... Stranger Things 3 is super weird. I get it. Sell the game, push the game same time as the series. All makes sense. I just... Considering it's not another Stranger Things, you'd think... It's weird just having like Stranger Things 3, the game. You know?
Yeah. So
as your first entry.
I don't think it is the first one. I think they had one before.
Did they?
Yeah, because they said that we've gone up to 16-bit now. I think the first one was like...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that changes things slightly. I mean...
I think the first one looked like NES, but now this is like Super Nintendo kind of thing.
That's my B then. Yeah,
but it is called 3 because it's like ties into the series, the third season.
Yeah, it seems cool enough.
I probably won't play it.
Same.
But I've also only seen one episode of Stranger Things. Need to catch up.
Yeah, you do. It's good.
Ed Boon came out on stage.
Yeah, he was going
to present best sports/racing game.
And that went exactly how you think it would go, really.
So he had the thing on the background. It says best sports/racing game.
Yep.
And then
the winner was...
It smashed.
Yeah, broke.
The screen smashed through, and the Mortal Kombat logo showed up. Mortal Kombat 11 had a small trailer. People are really upset with the music choice.
Yeah,
I have no beef with it.
I'm one of them. I have beef. Not because it's hip hop. Like loads of fighting games use hip hop. It makes sense.
All of their trailers have, I think, before.
Yeah, I just thought the song was really bad. It was flat.
It's okay to hate the trailer, but
hate the music. The trailer, man, it was such a breath of fresh air.
They should have released it without music, like the Smash Brothers trailer did, and then
I would have
put the whatever music. It went over it.
I would have liked that without music. Man, that trailer was just so nice. You know, it was just his carnage. And it was everything a Mortal Kombat trailer needed to be. Just violence and ridiculous, over the top fighting. Yeah, I love it.
A lot of gore and stuff happening, fatalities coming out of the wazoo.
And the reveal is in January, I think.
Was it January?
I think so.
The start of next year has the full reveal.
Time to find out.
Yeah. So then Ed Boon came back out on stage and said, I think they showed the wrong trailer. Or the wrong video.
Yeah.
But yeah, the best sports/racing game actually went to Forza Horizon 4, which is cool because all the others were like generic sports shit. Starbreeze is apparently working with Double Fine for Psychonauts 2, which comes out next year.
That was cool.
I have no idea why Starbreeze was on there. Like I don't know whether that's been announced previously or what. Then a new Devil May Cry 5 trailer with a demo that dropped last Friday. I checked that demo out. It's cool. Seems like Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it.
It looked nice. It's an Xbox exclusive demo.
Which,
They said I assume there's another demo coming in the future, because they said, like, this is the only demo that's going to be exclusive to Xbox.
I'm super glad the demo was everything I thought it was going to be. And I know that sounds weird, but, like, so I obviously, like, I'm super pumped for Devil May Cry, right?
Yeah.
But the fact it's an Xbox exclusive, I'm just like, oh my god, no, I need to play it. When does it get... But after kind of watching you play it, I was just like, yeah, I don't need to play this. It's like, I think I've seen
the demo was fine, and it's all stuff
and...
you've seen before.
Yeah,
really.
don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. My hype is still there, but like, I don't physically need to try out that demo, I don't think, now.
No, not at all. Plus, I did play it on an X, so it was 4K.
Yeah, exactly.
The frame rate was amazing.
Yeah, man, that game
HDR looked pretty good.
So good.
But yeah.
The Mortal Kombat was January 17th.
Cool, okay.
Reveal. Sweet.
Best game direction or best game direction went to God of War. And they also won best action adventure. That was one of the ones I caught when they were walking out.
Yep. That was at that
cool.
moment at the night we bought, well, me, Sam and Dan, I think we all sighed a bit of relief. Just a break.
We assumed Red Dead was going to win it.
Yeah, it was really nice to have a break from Red Dead winning things.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against Red Dead. It's I don't know. I mean, I will talk about that when it comes a bit later. Yeah.
So yeah, best action adventure, best game direction went to God of War, and then Fortnite had a little chat about season 7 and the trailer for The Block, which was cool. It happened in game the moment it was like announced.
So The Block is a really cool idea. It's such a nice way.
All the stuff that's made in Fortnite creative mode or whatever it is, the best of that stuff is going to be placed on this area that landed in game.
What a nice way for like to kind of reward their fans and stuff. Though, like, imagine making something and then it gets chosen to be on the map for everyone. Everyone sees that now. You've made. That's a really nice thing. It's a cool community thing. I've seen people have already started making Call of Duty maps.
Is it?
Someone made Shipment.
Wow.
From COD 4. Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
So that's really
Can you
cool.
access that stuff in game then? Like, can you just load that up and play on that place?
Custom. Yeah. You would be able to.
Rage 2 had a trailer and a release date, May 14th.
Yep. That map looks big and just... Yeah, it's one of those massive open world nets, crazy carnage games.
So that is out after Far Cry, so I don't know how that's going to impact it. Then the Russo brothers came out for what we assume is obviously like, Avengers talk.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, why else would they be there? Worlds will change. Yeah, well, of course.
Here we go. Like,
Avengers.
This is time. It's Square Enix's Avengers time. Best ongoing game / multiplayer went to Fortnite.
Yep.
So we were like, oh, cool, okay, all right. Now they're walking off stage.
And they walked off, nothing happened. And then a minute later, screen goes black, and we're like, there it is, obviously.
Yeah, oh, here we go. His screen, it's gone red a little bit.
It went bright red. We just said Marvel, obviously. There it is.
It is time. And then Persona 5 logo showed up.
And we were like, wait, what?
So I thought, oh, okay, cool. They're going to go through the nominees for Game of the Year like they have previous.
I thought that.
So I thought, like, because like before they had like Edward Kenway come up and like have a chat about like how much he wants to win the award, and like Nathan Drake and stuff. They'd done that in the past. And that was really cool. So I thought, oh, okay, they're going to show a little clip of Persona, because they were talking about the Game Awards in the video.
Yeah, they did, which is
like
cool.
They had the voiceovers from the characters in the game, and they were like, oh, go into the Game Awards and pick, like, we're going to steal the award and all this other stuff. And I thought that was pretty funny. I didn't realise at the time that Persona 5 came out last year. I kind of forgot about that. It came out in 2017. So it was at the Game Awards last year, up for as a nominee.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realise that when I was saying that stuff.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then they said we're going to steal the like biggest thing of them all, and then he flipped that little card around and it had the Smash Brothers logo,
and the entire audience
and everybody lost their mind.
Everybody in the universe who was watching the Game Awards 2018 lost their shit.
Yeah. So Joker, the main character from Persona 5, is going to be the first DLC character, excluding Piranha Plant. Wait, when is Piranha Plant out? Because we should have that.
February, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Available to download February, I think.
Which means Joker will be...
It'll be the first one. It still counts as the first one.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when will Joker be in...
I don't think it's been announced yet.
So, like, April, May time,
Probably
maybe
around
then.
that time, yeah.
So, yeah, he's the first big paid DLC character, which sort of opened the floodgates for people's imagination.
I saw someone tweet, actually, earlier, I can't remember who, but they were just like, the likelihood of actually 2B being in it is starting to get bigger
that's
and
risen
bigger.
so much.
Because Sakurai apparently loves the Nier games, and he's played all of it from him.
That doesn't matter, though, isn't it? He had no say in what the characters are.
True, but you never know. He could have some... He's probably got some influence.
So it's going to be 2B, Goku, Banjo...
Yeah,
and one other...
I think...
It's not Geno!
I just feel like they'll cater to fans so much. People want
Luke
Geno
Skywalker.
so much.
He's got a lightsaber, he's already got a weapon.
Jesus Christ. Well, isn't there going to be like 20 characters? 15 characters?
What?
They mentioned... That's what the Fight to Pass is for, isn't it?
5 characters.
It is 5, is it?
Yeah. It's not fucking 20 DLC characters.
I think I just added...
15 people.
Wait, no, because the first pack... Oh, okay, never mind.
It's one character, one stage,
It's
and
5
3
characters
music
by
tracks.
2020, isn't it?
Yeah.
That right? Yeah,
Right.
that's the one.
Okay.
I get where I was going. Yeah,
Jesus.
I multiplied for some reason.
Yeah.
That would have been insane.
Lol. And then so that happened, and Reggie came out and was like, bet you didn't see that coming, bitches.
Literally, like, somehow, out of nowhere, Nintendo pretty much stole that show. I think it's unanimous that was, like, the biggest kind of reveal of the night, or biggest surprise.
Yeah.
That was, like...
There was some cool stuff, like, I really like the Obsidian thing.
Yeah.
And whatever else. But this was, like, a shock.
This was the thing that made everyone just go, what the fuck? You know, like, really...
Like, up until that point, I think Ultimate Alliance 3 was probably the biggest announcement.
Yeah.
Like, the biggest surprises, like, we never saw it coming. But yeah, then this happened. And Nintendo kind of killing it in the announcements things.
Yep.
You know? Which is cool, because they haven't got another Direct, maybe, I guess. They could have won this week, we never know.
I think that's it from Nintendo for the year now.
Yeah, probably. So then Reggie was like, you want to hear some music, bitches? So we had a Smash Brothers medley.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Showed, like, had the little theme there playing. And then Jeff came out on stage and was like, you want to know what the God of War is? Here's the game of the year. I fucked that up.
You did.
But whatever. God of War won game of the year.
Yeah, it did.
Over Red Dead Redemption. Not to shit on Red Dead Redemption, but I'm super glad.
That was so nice. So, like, here's the thing. The entire night felt a bit of a bummer, right? So now, I haven't actually been able to play, like, a majority of the, like, games that were up for Game of the Year this year, right?
Probably at least 100% of the games you didn't play.
Probably. But the thing that was, like, the biggest bummer is, like, from all sorts of social media, right? At least to me, from the outside perspective, not one person said a bad thing about Spider-Man. Everyone adored it. Everyone was ready for DLC. Everyone platinumed it. Everyone was just...
It was a really easy plan.
Yeah, but they were just like, this is just such a fun game. Everyone said everything about it was amazing, right?
Amazing Spider-Man.
And it didn't pick up an award.
No.
And that blows my mind. And yet Red Dead, like, people...
It was out, like, about a week.
Yeah.
Before the awards were, like, you know, nominated.
Exactly. And, like, people would just legit just, like... it was mixed reviews. People said the first 5 hours is super boring. There's a lot about this game that just feels sluggish and just not fun. The realism aspect actually, like, doesn't make the gameplay fun. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people still are saying this is, like, one of the best games ever. And yeah, to some extent I agree, that's, like, fine, you know. And I'm not at all saying it's, like, a bad game and doesn't deserve to win anything. It was just weird seeing Red Dead clean up shop when it was competing against games like God of War, Spider-Man and such.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect it to outdo them when it received so much negative feedback compared to other games like God of War and Spider-Man, that everyone was just like, these games are perfect, you know?
Yeah.
So it was super weird. But seeing God of War win was just like... It was unexpected. Because it was always going to be Red Dead or Spider-Man, right? At least that's what we thought.
Well, it was out of those three, I thought.
Right, okay.
But I wanted it to be out of those two.
Yeah,
Spider-Man and God of War.
And, deserved. And what did you say? Someone tweeted about it being like a really nice...
it wasn't just the game of the year. It was a celebration of second chances.
And that's a really nice way of looking at it.
Yeah,
so
because like it's a series that definitely needed a reboot. It had become stale, and it had a nice break since the last game, and it changed basically everything about it, and I think it was for the better.
Yep.
It's a similar sort of break that Assassin's Creed had, between Syndicate and Origins. The break that had, and it changed the gameplay up so much. It made it way more of like an RPG, and made way more like The Witcher or Horizon or something like that, which was a lot different from the previous 10 games, which were all very similar in terms of structure of gameplay and that sort of thing. But I think God of War has taken that, changed a step further, and just gone in a completely different direction to its source material, and it paid off a lot.
Yeah, really.
So I hope any other series that have, sort of gone down the route of say Call of Duty or something, Blackout is a good step in the right direction, and I guess a first person shooter can't really change that much as much like a third person character action game. But I suppose Resident Evil did it, didn't it, with 7, making that all first person and changing it in that way.
Resident 7 did do pretty much the same thing.
And that was a nice reboot kind of coming off of 6 as well.
Resi 7 was the more I think about it, that game was just incredible.
So I hope more games take take risks.
Yeah,
in that way.
Yeah. Or at least now feel comfortable that hey, a major change doesn't always mean bad.
Yeah, to prove that it can be done.
Yeah,
God of War has proven that quite a lot. So
yeah.
I'm happy with it, and I really need to finish it.
Yeah. So the Game Awards, overall,
it was a good show. There were no downtime.
3.5 hours straight of just content, which was, man, props to Jeff Keighley. He put on a crazy.
He worked his
show.
ass off.
He really did, and it's just really, really good. And I think, for the most part, or at least 90%, all the awards definitely were right, I think, and deserved it. So, man, it was just a good show, and it was super nice to see, I think, because Jeff has been tweeting for the last month leading up to this about how excited he is about it, and how happy he is with everything, and it totally paid off. Good shit, and guess we'll see him again next year.
Yeah, we'll see him at E3.
Yeah, that's true.
For Microsoft and Nintendo's stuff.
And Square Enix, 7, and the Avengers.
Do you think Square Enix is going to be at E3 next year?
They have to be. I refuse to believe that they won't be.
Do you think Final Fantasy 16 will be there?
Yes. I think 16, 7, and Avengers. Next year is going to be Square Enix's biggest year. It should have been this year, but we'll give them another year. We won't forgive them, but we'll give them another year for redemption.
Yeah.
E3 2019 Square Enix redemption arc. I'm calling it.
Well, Sony said that somebody questioned Sony about their silence on things, why they haven't said anything about upcoming events, or why they're not doing E3 and or whatever stuff, and they said see you early next year, so we may have an event for some sort of hardware announcement or something.
PSX
next year.
They'll move PSX
to the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be hey, if they show off new hardware, that means companies are allowed to show off new games for it, which means Square Enix could Avengers is obviously next gen, right? maybe they
Oh yeah,
maybe they
yeah.
just weren't
Sorry,
allowed.
yeah.
Maybe they weren't allowed to show off new stuff
Under NDA.
because of like they're not, like they haven't got the platforms to show it on. I mean, they could say, "Hey, this is PC and other consoles," but yeah, I don't know.
Do you think Sony will be the first to pull the trigger on new hardware?
Probably. Microsoft really need to get out ahead, but I think Sony are probably going to try and one up them again this year, like the PS4.
Probably, yeah. Do you think it'll?
Just as long as they don't like skimp on the actual hardware itself, they need to make it powerful because they fucked up with the PS4 Pro, like making it just a little bit more beefier. Whereas Microsoft were like, "Here's an X. This thing is powerful as fuck." So they need to sort it out.
Is a quiet console.
Yeah, buy a new PS4 Pro because those ones are actually really quiet.
Okay.
The newer models of it.
That's fair.
They're really good. And the Xbox One X is like, I can't hear shit when playing stuff on it.
Yeah, it's got to the point though where I'll never buy a PS4 Pro because there's literally no point.
Yeah, that's true. And if you buy a cheap one, you'll end up getting a shitty one.
Yeah.
Which is like super loud.
So
Sure.
it's not worth dropping all that money on unless you buy it at release, I think. Or close to release.
Yeah. Or at least like earlier this year time when they brought out the newer versions.
Oh, do you know what we will see next year?
But
New Switch.
possibly, yeah. Like, I don't know what would be new about it, but
Stronger battery life, potential bigger screen. Probably not, but
no.
There's no way they're going down the route of adding like something extra, make it more powerful, like Switch Plus and this.
What about a second screen? What if it's like a clamshell that folds open?
God damn it. But I am right in saying that though, right? There's no way they'll like make it slightly more powerful and then games will be exclusive to that.
They're not going to make it like the new 3DS where like you can only play Xenoblade on this console. I don't think they're going to go down that route again.
Game?
It was that. Maybe. There were games that ran better on it.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was your
and games that like utilize the C-Stick.
Yeah.
But like there was an adapter for that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But it used the built-in stuff. But like there were games that definitely had like 2 modes or something that like allowed it to run a bit better when played on that platform. But yeah, I think Xenoblade and I'm sure there was at least 1 or 2 others that were exclusive to the platform, but maybe that was the only one.
So maybe they'll learn from that and go, you know what, that was not a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll take that into consideration.
Yeah.
And we'll just give the battery another 10 hours so everyone will be like, this is the best idea ever.
Yeah.
And that
I don't know what games have performance issues on the Switch, really. Like, people seem to be doing really good ports, and like Nintendo seem to be doing okay with their own stuff as well. Like, Zelda could have been maybe a little bit sharper frame rate or something, but
less frame drops.
Like, I don't really have an issue with like the stuff that they've been putting out now.
I don't have an issue with it, but like so I've like started streaming again. I've played like a bunch of Zelda now.
Yeah.
And in the 3 hours I noticed at least twice like frame drops do happen.
Okay.
And that's not a bad thing though. It's not like, oh, this is game ruined, I'm not playing this,
Yeah.
It's very subtle, but at the same time, performance wise I have noticed that. So I think other than that though, like for example Smash, which we'll segue onto in a minute or in a bit, that has run flawlessly.
Okay.
Which is insane.
Yeah. That's cool. Maybe a built-in LAN adapter to the dock. Built-in Ethernet port would be good. Stop saying, hey, you want a good online experience, you should buy this thing.
I hate... Do they sell the dock separately?
Yes. It's like 80 quid or something.
I will buy a new dock if it got a Ethernet port.
Yeah, that'd be
and
good.
Maybe an extra 2 USBs.
I bought a new Switch to get another dock, but I've given it all to Sean anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Can you imagine if... Yeah, beef up the dock.
Make the dock
Do it.
a bit more powerful.
No. I mean...
Or you mean just have more ports?
Have more ports, give it an Ethernet port.
Ethernet port, USB 3 ports. I'm not sure what the ones on there are. Maybe they are USB 3, I don't know.
That'd be rad.
Yeah, have a better... That flap at the back sucks ass. So have something that's not as flimsy.
And have it so I don't have to put in stuff sideways.
Have it so people stop scratching their screens when putting it in, and that seems to be an issue. I haven't had that issue. But
no, but people
understand people are probably just slamming it into it.
Yeah, the flaps.
Like, why is it scratching?
The flaps suck. So I put the my Ethernet adapter.
Yeah.
But it's got quite a short cable.
Yeah.
So I put it in the front. The flap won't shut.
Why?
Because the cable's quite short and it's quite chunky, so it doesn't.
You got the same one as me, or
I got
the cable is like that long?
No.
And then you got the big brick with the cable plugs into.
Oh no,
So about 4 inches or so.
Mine's third party.
So is mine.
It might be similar then.
We'll have a look in a minute, but yeah, I plug it in, and because you got the weird little gap.
Yeah, it doesn't fit like the adapter.
So you got the gap, the flap open, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fine.
But yeah, so. Yeah, I think we shall take a break now.
Yeah, we're gonna go take a break. I need a drink.
Yeah.
And then we'll transition on to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Nintendo Switch. I'm really glad it has a name, and not just Smash 4
Smash
Wii U,
5.
Smash 4 Switch. I'm glad it's not Super Smash Bros. for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then people are like, oh, it's just an expansion or some shit.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not, it's a new game.
Yeah.
I should have won that bet.
Yeah, you should have.
We agreed to. Anyway, break time.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see you in a minute.
Alright.
Super Smash Brothers.
Melee! I mean Ultimate.
Nintendo 64 game. Good game.
Yeah.
For at the time.
Yeah, for the
You
time.
know?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
you play it now, its performance issues are a little bit rough. Much like most N64 games.
Yeah.
But you can't not love that chubby little Pikachu model.
Yeah, and it's nostalgia hits hard for that for me, because like I played that when I was younger, and literally I spent so much time 99 stocks. I only played as Mario at the time against 3 CPUs. 99 stocks, just play it for hours.
I think back in those days, games didn't have a standard of like pricing. Smash Brothers was one of the first £60 games that we bought.
Right, okay.
The Nintendo 64 games were very expensive, like that, Paper Mario, a couple of others, but yeah, this was 60 quid, and Dan got it, and we played it a bunch. It was such a strange thing to have, like... It was like a game crossover, you know?
It was.
Like something that didn't really happen in those days.
Yeah.
And to have these characters from Zelda and Pokemon, which didn't really have games outside of Pokemon Stadium and stuff, you know?
Yeah,
like 3D models, I mean.
Yeah.
They were all just sort of top-down, battle-y type shit on handhelds. So you actually controlling the Pokemon and beating the crap out of a dude from a racing game was super strange.
Yep.
And then things evolved, things changed, things got bigger. It was popular, but then Super Smash Bros. Melee came out.
And then the world changed.
Yes, so this was the game that we played most, like from the series. This was the one where we set it to 99 lives with 4 people, left the GameCube on overnight. Woke up in the morning, checked to see how many were like see how many lives were still left. I think we had 4 Donkey Kongs when we did it, and because we were trying to unlock Mewtwo, and I think that was like 700.
I think it's 999
lives, or so was it?
999 battles, I think.
Yeah,
something ridiculous.
Because some of them had like multiple ways to unlock the characters. I'm sure we were trying to get Mewtwo, and it must have been time based because we were trying to get them to, take as much time as possible by having that many lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did that. We must have used so much electricity.
Yeah, I can imagine.
To try and do that. But yeah, Melee was cool because it added things from the previous game, like stages and stuff, which hadn't really been a thing in games. Because like that came out in 2002, was it? For us, I think 2001 in Japan,
I think so.
2002 for us. So yeah, like having multiplayer beat 'em up games back then, because like there wasn't really a big genre.
There's nothing like it
that time, yeah.
Either.
And then I think Brawl was when it got insane.
Brawl was when it got to the point where like
you were like, this is a bit too much, but enjoyed the amount of too much. That
it was just like
Sakurai putting everything he can think of into this game.
Yeah.
Story mode, way more characters than you could imagine. Characters from like Sonic and Solid Snake.
Which, what?
Yeah.
Like, how did that even happen? And they introduced the Final Smash.
Yeah.
Which is insane. And like, if you think about the number of trophies, tracks, characters, story, that game for the Wii is insane.
Yeah.
Like, when you think about it. It's nuts.
And the Wii with its shoddy online component, you could play that game online with other people.
Yep.
Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah.
Most of the time it didn't.
Yeah.
But it's kind of awesome that you could actually do that, though.
You could do it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in, was it 2008 that came out?
I'm not sure.
That's kind of insane.
Yep.
And like the story mode with the cutscenes and like you going through this adventure with this giant crossover of people. That was mad.
Yeah, Subspace was really fun. It was... it's just... I don't know, it's like ingrained in my memory of how much fun I had.
Yeah.
Going through that. And the cutscenes are so good.
Yeah.
They're like
Solid
5
Snake
seconds.
in a box on that ship.
Yep.
It's kind of like, yeah.
Peach drinking tea while Fox is just like, wait, what? Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like defines what a mashup is.
Yeah.
Just seeing all the different ships from all the different game universes.
Yep.
Flying and being all co-op and shit. That's cool. Yeah. And that was the one that had the updates. The daily updates on the website, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you could like follow and see what's happening.
You're talking about new item each day, or like a new character reveal, or stage, or music, or just kind of any small little detail about the game, and it was updated. Like I think it was Monday to Friday. I don't think it did it on the weekends or something. Or they had 1 or 2 days off. And then they didn't bring that back for the next game. They didn't.
No, they didn't do that.
They didn't do that run up. They tended to announce characters and stuff for Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U.
Yep, first time it came to handheld.
In Nintendo Direct, yeah, so the handheld version came out first, which totally makes sense because it's like, hey, you should buy this game because you guys really want to play Super Smash Bros. But you're going to buy it again on the Wii U.
It's like, it is coming, but use this first to like... quench your thirst.
Yeah. And like the 3DS version was neat. It had like a weird cell shaded look, which you could like change the options for, like the thickness of the line. Performance wise was adequate. That was one of the ones that was enhanced for the new Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah. Like
faster loading times, use the C stick or C nub.
Yeah.
And bits and pieces like that. That was obviously online as well. But like also have like sitting next to your friends and being able to play it that way and have your own like screen kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
is neat.
cool.
Um,
I think I still, well, maybe not now, because Ultimate is portable as well.
Yeah.
I was going to say, but until Ultimate came out, I still played 3DS now and then.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is the only downside to the 3DS was just the way and like how many inputs you kind of put in because of the type of game it is. 3DS not the greatest thing.
No, because you're trying to press these buttons pretty quick.
And it hurts.
And like having the screen wobble when you're trying to do that.
Yeah, and like it's just
the controller is attached.
It's square and then your hand is down on it. So like trying to do loads of movements and like press 10 of buttons real fast, over time you're like it actually does ache. It's not comfortable.
For a majority of 3DS games, I've noticed that the 3DS is not the most comfortable device to hold and play, which is why I like playing like Phoenix Wright or Professor Layton or something on there, because it's like you're holding it with one hand and using stylus.
Exactly.
Or like Pokemon is fine because you're like kind of just holding it to walk around and not focusing on fast actions, you know? So yeah, playing an action game on a 3DS is kind of strange. I want to try out Metal Gear Solid 3, but I'm really worried about how like hard that would be, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Remember that got released on 3DS?
Yeah, you said it and I was just like, holy shit. Yeah, you're right. Which is what's kind of cool because the Switch is the most comfortable thing ever.
Yeah, like holding it handheld. The Joy-Cons, I think pressing the D-pad is a bit hard when using a stick. Yeah, like the right hand side is fine, but like using the D-pad, taking your hand thumb off the
that makes sense.
And stick might be a little strange.
The only thing I noticed is it gets hot.
Yeah,
in your hands.
It can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the 3DS version of 4 came out.
Yep.
And then this Wii U version came out, which had a lot of the same content as that.
Yeah.
There were exclusive maps for either version.
Yeah.
The character roster was the same. Pac-Man was introduced. Mega Man was introduced. The first game in the series to have DLC characters.
Yeah.
And boy, were those some weird DLC characters.
They started off with Mewtwo.
Which is fine. He was in the previous games.
And people were super happy with that. They were just like, oh, Mewtwo's back. This is amazing.
And that was free for people who bought both versions of the game.
Yeah. And then they introduced Roy, I think was second.
Yes, that's right. Who hadn't been in Brawl. He was left out of that.
Yep. And people were like, oh, yeah, Roy's our boy. He's back. Everyone was happy. And then came Ryu.
And then it got weird. Yeah, Ryu from Street Fighter.
What the hell?
Which was a very strange addition.
Yeah.
And
then
not the strangest DLC character, I don't think.
No, because then I think it was like 4 to 6 months later, somewhere in that timeline.
Yeah.
They announced 3 more. And they started off with Corrin. And everyone was just like...
Another Fire
Emblem. But people were still like, oh, this is cool, you know, Corrin still.
At least they didn't use a sword.
Yeah, I mean, it plays very different compared to the other Fire Emblem fighters. So
but it is nice to see Fire Emblem get some love.
Yeah. Corrin seemed OP to me. But
I think it's because Awakening blew up in the West.
Yeah.
Like, people were just like, man, Fire Emblem's really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But then the other two...
Well, then they showed Bayonetta.
Yeah.
And everyone's mind was blown. But this was rumoured. Like, people were just like... You know, Bayonetta's like on the Wii U, like 1 and 2 came out and stuff, and people were just like, you know what, this makes sense, and like people wanted it, and then it happened, and everyone lost this shit. Everyone was just going nuts, and they were just like, oh my god, Bayonetta! I still remember that direct. It's a cool direct. And then,
but the more weird one,
5 minutes later, the thing that changed Smash and the internet. Motherfucking Cloud Strife. What the hell?
Square Enix finally jumping on the Smash Brothers train.
That happened and just the universe changed.
It didn't make any sense.
No.
The Midgard stage.
Yeah. Cloud. And he ended up being one of the strongest characters in the game, which is kind of cool because he got a lot of play time in like tournaments and stuff, which meant people always saw Cloud in Smash.
Yeah.
And just oh my word, it changed everything, and like it went to show that like if there was ever to be another Smash game, that anything is possible in terms of characters at this point, you know?
Yeah.
So
it was very strange having those guys put onto the sort of season pass for it, the fighter pass. So I bought like all of that stuff, which so you could buy them like piecemeal.
Yeah.
You could buy them piecemeal for both versions, or you could buy the giant pack per console, or the giant pack for everything. Like you get all the characters and stages for both different versions.
Yep.
So I bought the big ultimate one, which costs like 30 something or other.
Yeah, but you got everything.
So I paid basically like 60 plus 70 quid or whatever for like, well actually I bought two versions of the game really, didn't I? So it's like £100 or whatever. And I didn't play any of those DLC characters.
So here's my fun fact on it. I bought everything except for one character.
Who did you not buy?
Guess. There's 5.
Cloud.
No, 6. You got this.
Cloud.
No, I got Cloud. Of course I got Cloud. I'll give you one more guess.
No, you would have got that for free. Ryu.
No. Okay.
Right.
I didn't buy Karin.
Okay.
And do you want to know why?
Because you scared of spoilers for Fire Emblem?
Nope.
Oh.
Because the Wii U is shit. Yeah, I said that.
You're not the first one.
I had an 8GB Wii U, and I was just done with it. I ran out of space. I cleared so much. Like this DLC was hefty. The game itself took a lot of space. In fact, my Wii U, I ended up deleting everything off my Wii U except for Smash, because it just took up a majority of everything in DLC.
Yeah.
And I didn't have enough for like more stuff. And like I did buy like a USB stick, but like the ports were like full and stuff, and like the Wii U was just terrible, okay? I hate the space issue I had, and I know there were like 32 gig ones and stuff, but like, man, it sucked.
I think that's more of a fault on you.
I don't think so.
Because you could have stuck a memory stick in the back and had fuck tons of space.
I don't know, man.
Like very easily. And just moved everything onto there. You could have got like 64 gig memory stick for like a tenner.
I don't know, man.
No, it's true.
No, wait. One game should not take up the entirety of a console.
Well,
it did.
Yeah, because it launched with a small like internal storage.
Yeah, and that's just it made it hell. It
really it's a bummer,
did.
but like there's an easy solution which you chose not to do.
Yeah, there is a reason, but I'm still super bummed out why I chose not to do that. I'm still
lazy.
No,
money.
No.
Stupid.
No, console damage actually, which is a big bummer.
Your USB ports.
One USB port. I still to this day don't know how it happened. One of my USB ports at the back. You know, they're like, because the way USB obviously works, like at the top there's like the little thing. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
But basically the USB port broke slightly, and it just was...
Why don't you use the other one?
Because this is the part that sucked. Memory stick.
Yeah.
Ethernet adapter.
Right.
GameCube 2 thing. There just weren't enough ports.
Don't play online. Just play... get a little USB hub.
The one I got needed external power. It was just so many cables, so much hassle. Man,
Why don't you just say you hate Fire Emblem?
Sure, I'll go with that. I hate Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my Wii U story. But still, all that DLC is just insane.
Yeah, which I never played.
Yeah.
So when I did play Ryu on Smash Ultimate, I had no idea how to play it.
Oh yeah, of course you. Yeah.
But yeah, so Smash Ultimate came out.
It really did
last week, and there's a lot of content.
There's so much to do. Let's start with trophies because it's the easiest way. They got rid of trophies. Everyone's just like, no, and it technically has replaced with JPEGs. I'm still okay with that though, but there's 1,300 of them.
Yeah, just shy of 1,300.
Yeah.
And it's cool. They give them out fairly quickly.
And they have a use as well.
I'm worried about doubles.
Yeah, I haven't got one yet.
But hey, I think you can make them into new ones.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You can, like...
Now, when you get into the, like, over 1,000 club...
Check the... log in every day.
It's going to be really hard to find the ones that you haven't got. It's going to be so annoying.
What you're going to have to do is you'll turn on your Switch.
Yeah.
You'll log into the shop, buy whatever's there, then you back out, go into Smash, 99 Lives, CPU, go to work, come back, shop will have completely refreshed. You'll probably get like a ton of money and like stuff from it as well. Yeah. Check the shop again. Sorted.
Yeah, okay, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But I'm just going to play it as normal, which, well, I mean, to be fair, I barely played Smash 4, so...
Yeah.
Normal in terms of a game I actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
Which is with, just hanging out, doing whatever with other people, and if there's no one around, I'll maybe check out Classic or something.
Yeah, Classic's fun.
So talk about Classic mode.
Yeah, sure.
It's been in previous games before. It's the sort of like, here's 5 or 6 fights.
Yeah.
Here's a little treasure run thing, which I fucked up on the one that I played. I didn't realise that when you attack one of those blocks, it does a chain thing and blows up all the ones next to it.
Yeah.
So I did that in order to get down and get these giant orbs, but the floor below it blew up and I just fell all the way down.
Oh, okay.
So I assume that collecting those is just points.
Yeah, it's just points. Cool. Yeah.
And then you fight a boss, which in my case was Dracula because I was Simon Belmont.
So let's touch
I guess there's
on
a couple
that.
of bosses, is there?
Yeah. I've only come up against one. So there's 2. So for example, if you play Mario, you'll right at the end come up against Bowser.
Okay.
And then you beat him and he turns into like Giga Bowser.
Right, okay.
Right? If you play as Link, you fight Ganon. Okay. It was so cool. Giant Ganon. And like...
Was it Ganondorf turning into Ganon, or...?
Ganondorf turned into Ganon,
right, cool.
So you didn't fight Ganondorf, you just straight up... And, like, he was really tough. Huh. And the only way to actually hurt him was to hit his tail.
Oh, cool.
It's so cool. And he was on Bridge of Eldin as well. Yeah. And I was just like, this was so cool. I played like a bunch, so I played like Fox, Captain Falcon.
Who were they?
So not every character has these specific bosses.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, so Falcon and Fox, for example, just had Master Hand, Crazy Hand.
Right.
Okay. So which makes sense,
Yeah.
So seeing you fight Dracula, because Ganon was my
I could only damage him on the head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Until he transformed into like whatever weird werewolf looking thing, which I could damage him anywhere. But Holy Water was doing really well.
Yeah. And I was just like, I fought Ganon like yesterday, and I was just like, this is like the coolest shit, man. Like this is really, really cool. So classic mode has a really nice twist to it.
Yeah. The end credits.
Yeah.
Like in previous games, you've been able to shoot the end credits and get like some coins, or you've been able to like sort of beat up the names. They've always had some weird little mini game.
Yeah.
But this kind of feels like the most fun one.
And you get rewarded for doing it.
Yeah. So you're flying up the screen. The screen changes direction, but like you're flying up, which is similar to the end of Nier. Not going into spoilers, or like the intro to Nier actually, where you're like bullet hell type thing, or it's just similar to like a gummy ship thing in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's almost like bullet hell, but without the bullet hell.
I wish you could hold down a button to shoot.
Yeah, you got
like spam. Mashing on A is felt a bit awkward over time. But you're shooting all these names and you're getting points for it, and there's this bar at the bottom where if you reach each. Like a certain point, you unlock a treasure chest.
Yeah.
So there's 5 you can get in total, and if you manage to get like almost all of the names shot by the end of the credits, which lasts about 3 minutes, maybe
something like that. Yeah, it's not too bad.
You get you get stuff for it.
Yep.
Along with the other things for finishing classic mode, you might unlock like bonus music or snacks or something.
Yeah.
And that seems kind of cool. It seems worth doing.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
you could probably grind that out if you just went on the lowest level and just kind of like flew through an adventure mode, because you get so much money for it as well, just like doing shit.
You do.
And yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I've only done it once, but I unlocked Bugger Wall, but it was cool.
Yeah. Classic mode is real good. The way you unlock characters is super interesting. It's super interesting, actually.
Is it? Oh, you mean the order that you do it in?
The order, yeah. I did some research.
Because you start with the original 8 from the original Smash Brothers, and which is cool.
And then you work your way all the way up. So same as like previous games where at the end of the battle there's some timer or something. Not sure how it works exactly, but at the end of like some battles, like whoever won, a new challenger shows up. And then
sometimes,
sometimes Silhouette, you're like, who's that Pokemon? 9 times out of 10 you know who it is though.
Yeah.
But then you beat them, you win, and you unlock a character.
They've been surprisingly tough, some of them. Isabelle just was...
Look, I played against... It's weird as well, because you can play against them one time and they're just insane, and then you play against them another time and you just like kill them in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So sometimes they're just on it, other times not so much. But like, for example, you've been up against Ridley and he's been an arsehole a few times.
The stage doesn't help.
Yeah, AI Ridley is tough. I played against like Lucina, and like I'm like totally into like competitive Smash and stuff, and like when I played against Lucina, and the fact that like what she did was just the perfect edge guard on me, and was just like so high level competitive, and I was just like, I weren't expecting it, and I was just like, okay, the AI are just so good. We played a bunch yesterday, and Kiki played against Isabelle, and that was really funny because he played against her like 2 or 3 times, and she just annihilated him. He was so upset because she destroyed him. It was really funny to watch. I had my nemesis was Little Mac.
Yeah.
Little Mac's an arsehole.
He got that punching on you a couple of times.
AI
you beat him
Mac.
though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Dan went up against him and he had a tough time too.
Yeah. I beat him in the end. Fucking AI Little Mac.
Yeah.
Evil. But yeah, unlocking characters is really cool. And I found out how it works, which is interesting.
How the unlocks work?
Yeah. So you know how I mentioned to you my unlocks were the same but different slightly.
Right.
So same characters but different order, and like 1 or 2 differently.
Okay.
So the way it actually works is there's like a tree. So you've got the original 8 characters.
Yeah.
And then underneath them there's a specific character who they'll unlock.
Right.
And then underneath them, and it goes down like that. So there are trees like that. That's how it works.
Okay.
So say you win a battle on Mario.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed to unlock X character without like spoils, yeah?
Right.
And then say you use Mario again. You only use Mario. Then you're guaranteed that the next character will be the next one underneath that list. And it goes like that. And then when that list is done, it's just random.
Right.
So... I looked at the list. I didn't look at it too long because I didn't want to like spoil who I will unlock in what order. But it was really neat. So like say you play as Mario, you guaranteed to unlock X character.
Yeah.
And then the next game you play Samus, and then another character shows up. Well, it's the first character on that tree then.
Yeah.
So it goes like that, and it's based off the top 8. So I thought that was like really interesting, and that explains now why like I've had a few you don't, but you've got a few I don't, but they're still in the same order. It's
cool.
really neat. It's interesting how they've done it, and apparently they've done it so it's like it's a way to incentivize. Thank you. Playing like with different characters basically. Because it unlocks in a slightly different way, an interesting way.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really cool. But one more thing I want to talk about with unlocks is just, it feels really good, like, because I mean, we played a bunch now on your kind of game, and probably halfway there, if not.
Probably got about a third, maybe.
Yeah,
so,
like...
yeah.
So
we should probably preface that, like, everybody is here.
Yeah.
And by that I mean like everybody who has been in any previous Smash Brothers game
Ever.
Yeah, they've put into this one, so they haven't like removed any,
Nope.
but added others.
Yeah.
They've like added people, but also re-added everybody else back in. Like Pichu, who hasn't been in it since Melee, and like Snake, who's been was missing from the last game. And
Yeah.
Ice Climbers finally.
Yeah, and it's like
weird.
It's everybody and then some.
Yeah.
So you got newcomers like Ridley. Couldn't think of Ridley.
Simon Belmont. King K. Rool.
Yeah, Inklings.
Inklings from Splatoon.
And then they've introduced something called Echo Fighters. So it's like Daisy, Richter, Ken.
Yeah.
Incineroar, which isn't an Echo Fighter, just a new character.
Yeah.
Which is a nice new addition. So,
but like Lucina is classed as an Echo Fighter now. So it's people who like have very similar movesets. Like the clones from previous games.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're not counting Ganondorf as like a Echo Fighter of Captain Falcon.
No.
Their speed difference
is too big.
But their movesets are very similar still.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, it's there's so many characters. I can't remember the total count. I always forget 70 something.
Yeah.
But it's
Piranha Plant is coming soon.
Yeah.
And then Joker, and then we've got 4 other people. So we'll see.
Possibilities are endless. And then, honestly, I think now that we'll segue onto this actually soon, but I think now that the service is paid online,
Right, yes.
there's a huge potential for, if these all sell well, maybe more development past 2020 for characters.
That'd be cool.
I'd love that, especially if this does well. Speaking about online play though, so you haven't touched online just yet.
No.
So I've played with one of my good friends, Ricky.
Yeah.
A lot actually. The lobbies that you set up yourself. So if you want to play with friends, you can set up a lobby. Interface is fantastic. It's so cool. It's like this little boxing ring, and you have like your own tokens. So you like pick your fighter, and then drag your token in the ring, and then the other person drag theirs, and then you can start the fight.
Yeah.
To the left of it, there's like a spectator thing. So if you've got a few friends who just, they don't really want to play, but they want to watch, they can. And then you've got like an entrance to the ring, and it forms a queue. So like say you want a lobby with like 6 of your friends.
Yeah.
Then kind of 2 of you can start fighting, and then you've got a queue for the other 4 then. And it's like you can set it to be loser switches or winner switches.
Oh, cool.
So it's like, say...
You could do that in previous games.
Not in a lobby like this, you have to yourself choose to do that. There weren't like a lobby system like this in the other one. So the lobby is really nice. The way it works is really nice. I'm excited to get like a bunch of people and like do this type thing.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's really cool.
How many players can you take 2 people online on the same console?
So,
it?
I'm glad you segued that.
Okay.
Moving on to online in terms of against other people. This is where things get sketchy. This is where everything about the game is, in my opinion, amazing. I adore it. And then online is where things go downhill. And what do you expect? It's Mr. Nintendo.
Mario Kart 8 online is really good.
Yeah?
Splatoon online is really good.
Yeah?
Why have they fucked up one of their biggest franchises with the online?
Because they don't know what they're doing. They're so stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. So when it comes to Smash, people basically, well, a lot of people want to play it like competitively, right?
Yeah.
That's just how it is with any fighting game. So you go in quick play, and then you can choose solo or whatever. And then there's an option underneath preferred rules. And in the preferred rules, you can turn that on, and then you choose like if you want to do a timed match, stock, stamina. So obviously a 1-on-1, free for all, or doubles. So I'd set it last night myself. I put 1-on-1, 3 stocks, 7 minutes, no items. Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this is cool. When quick play matched with someone, it was 1-on-1, no but it went with their preferred rules, which was 2 stocks, 2 minutes, which was a bit like, okay, but, still 1-on-1, it worked fine.
Yeah.
I played another guy, he put 3 stocks, 3 minutes as his preferred rules. So I managed to play each of those 2 twice. They left after that, unfortunately. But it seems to be like random, so you match with someone and then it was my preferred rules. And then when I lost, it was their preferred rules.
Right.
Or when I won, sorry, it was their preferred rules. When you win, you get something called GSR, which I think is Global Smash Rank. Or rating. One of those 2. When you win or lose, you just gain numbers, lose numbers. That's how the matchmaking system works.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to work. Higher numbers means you're a better player, etc.
I guess so, because you get GSP for doing like classic mode and shit. Is that just points then?
Maybe it's GSP, not GSR.
Because you get that in like the games and more section.
Yeah.
For doing stuff too, though.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I'm not sure how like that number is totally different from the actual score I got on classic mode, so I don't understand why I got that number.
That's not really explained.
Okay.
But yeah, the GSR, GSP, I can't remember which one. That's the like ranking system.
Right, cool.
And then what I've been seeing on Twitter with a lot of pro players or just people's experience in general is what happened to me. I was on an 11-game winning streak. It was like 4:10 in the morning, and I was like super pumped. I was just having so much fun. And then the 12th game happened. Played against the same guy, nothing really changed. Changed to his preferred rules, I guess. But it was 2 stocks, 2 minutes. And the stage ended up being Mega Man. But Mega Man with hazards on, which meant...
Oh, that sucks. You got that big yellow demon.
Yeah, which meant I killed him, then he killed me. We were both on 1 stock. And then the yellow demon showed up. Or yellow devil, sorry.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. And he does damage because he shoots you and stuff, teleports stuff. And it's just like the mechanic is supposed to be whoever gets the last hit on him. So not who does the most damage, just whoever gets the last hit.
Right.
Whoever gets the last hit on him, he explodes. I didn't manage to get the last hit, and then I got caught in an explosion and it instantly killed me. And I lost the match. The fact I lost the match didn't hurt, but the fact I lost the rank hurt. That is ridiculous. And I stopped playing because it was late. I was just like, this is so stupid. But what people have experienced online is even worse, where they put their preferred rules on and they've ended up in a 4-player free-for-all with items on a really stupid stage. And
that sounds fun.
Because there's 4 people, the likelihood of it lagging is really high as well. And you can't exit out without being punished. So they've literally had to sit through a really horrible laggy match with items on, free-for-all with 4 people, ended up losing because it's just silly, and then they lose a bunch of ranking for it. It's so stupid. The matchmaking system is so dumb. I can't believe that in the previous game they had something called For Glory, which was 1v1, 2 stocks, and that worked decently. There was no ranking, which sucked, or no matchmaking, but the mode was there. Now they seem to have accepted that people want to play 1-on-1, so there's, you can set preferred rules, but the matchmaking and how it works is so stupid. And I'm hearing online just isn't too great. A majority of the time it lags quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then finally, there's a thing they added called Elite Smash.
Yeah.
Where you earn a certain amount of points. You get entered into Elite Smash per character. So that's kind of neat. You think if you get good, this is only where the better people go. So they'll want to practice 1-on-1. Even on Elite Smash, people are playing free-for-alls or whatever, and it's just oh, Nintendo, what are you doing? And the one last gripe I have about it, which is very stupid, I understand why they've done it, but it's stupid, is, so it seems to be, your ranking.
Yeah.
It's per character, not your rank, personally. Which means you get into a lobby with someone. I was playing Captain Falcon, yeah? This other guy played King K. Rool. I beat him, and then you click rematch. Yes, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't change character. I cannot change character. I have to stay Falcon. If I want to change character, I have to leave the lobby.
Huh.
Because, I get why they've done it, because the ranking is based on the characters. But that's ridiculous.
Hmm.
So...
Okay.
if I want to play a different character, I have to find a brand new match.
Yeah.
It's really messed up. I don't know what you're doing, Nintendo. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna fix it, because they seem to have wanted this system.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, they should fix it. We're paying for this now, so there's a bit more expectation for it. Especially server end, it shouldn't be lagging. I get that it's only like day 2, so maybe they will increase performance.
Yeah.
But I'm very doubtful, and it's just... You just expect, as you said, Splatoon is perfect, Mario Kart's perfect.
Yeah.
Smash was highly anticipated. You kind of expect, now that they're like, hey, we want to charge for this now, for a good online service for everyone, and everyone's like, yeah, sure, we want this good online system, yeah, we'll pay for it, and we're not getting it.
Yeah.
So Nintendo...
So what you're saying is...
Yes.
That this game is not perfect.
No, it's gone from a 10 out of 10 to...
Like a 6?
No. Well, actually, 8 for now, but in 6 months, if nothing has changed, it drops down to like a 6. Because, in my opinion, with a fighting game, the online is such an integral part of it.
Yeah.
It has to be at least acceptable. And this... I'm just going to go outright and say it. Performance-wise, I didn't lag too much, but the fact lag is there sucks, yeah? But matchmaking and how it works. It's 2018, and this is one of the worst online systems I have played in a video game in a very long time. It's... Nintendo, I don't know how you did this. It's actually one of the worst in all games I've played across all genres. The matchmaking and how it works is just... Oh, Nintendo. But in terms of playing with friends, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
So
sit on a couch.
Yeah. Well, no. Even online with friends,
right.
It's fine. As long as you both have an Ethernet adapter.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But if you want to play online against random people... Nintendo, please fix it, please.
But hey, how about the sitting on the couch thing?
Sitting on the couch? We have played a bunch of sitting on the couch.
Plug in that GameCube adapter.
Man.
Okay.
The game...
I have a question.
Yeah,
though.
sure.
How do you have 8 people with GameCube controllers?
You buy an Ethernet hub. No. Why did I say Ethernet hub?
A USB hub.
USB hub.
Will that work?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Because you got 2 on the side and 1 on the back.
Oh, or you
don't have Rumble in 4.
Don't have Rumble. No, you don't have... Yeah. You don't have Rumble in 4 of them.
I guess that makes sense.
Or you only use 4 GameCube and then Joy-Cons here and then...
Okay, that wasn't my question. But
yeah.
I said, how can you have 8 GameCube controllers?
8 GameCube, yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
But then, thinking about it, on the Switch menu, there's only 4 things.
4 what?
Well, when you assign controller,
and
you press A, there's only 4. Does that ever go up to 8?
What do you mean?
When you
when you go into options and go to control.
Yeah.
So you got the people's names on the right, and you select somebody. Is that what you're on about?
No. In the actual Switch menu, when you sync up controls, for example, and it's press LR and it's logs you in almost to your controller.
Oh yeah.
It only goes up to 4. Will that matter? Or will it just work from the get-go?
I don't know. Unless you can only have those on the hub, but other people will have to connect via... I don't know, actually. We should try that out. We'll have
I'll bring my
individual...
adapter.
Yeah.
Have we got 8 GameCube controllers?
No, but we could connect one Joy-Con on its side and then connect the second.
Oh, just try and work
just to try
players,
and make more control. Maybe another block of controllers connects there because they must be able to do that.
I tell you what, I'll definitely have 5 after Christmas in total. So
6.
Get Sean
7,
and Kiki here.
8. Dan's got 1. I got Wavebird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be able to test that out.
Test it out. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is a good question, though. Yeah, and the last other gripe I have about online, because I feel like mentioning it.
Okay, go on.
You know, if you want to play online with someone, with a random, so like teams, for example, you and a couch buddy against randoms,
right?
You can't.
Oh,
you have to
solo.
Yeah. I don't know how it works.
Well, if you do it against friends, though, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, you can't.
What?
Not even against friends.
Oh.
So say me and you want to play.
You could on the.
Yeah, you could. You could. Yeah. Don't know why they took it out. So say me and you we're playing together now, and then Kiki was online, and we just like 3 of us will play. Yeah. You can't. We'd have to take in turns. How silly is that?
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm being so harsh is because I'm very passionate about it. I want to play online. I want to get good, you know?
Yeah.
I want to play against people. I want to get better. That's why I'm being so harsh on it. And I do think, or hope, it'll get rectified. But the online is still a part of the game. Everything else about this game is a 10 out of 10. I adore it. And like, we played a bunch local yesterday. And like,
yeah, it was fun.
Man, it's so fun. Oh, God.
I feel like it's going to be less exciting once we've unlocked everybody. I really like getting to the point where it's like a new challenger approaches.
Okay.
But like once that happens, we're not going to be unlocking anything.
Yeah,
in the multiplayer, so we're just playing for wins.
That's fun as well. Like I had a lot of fun playing yesterday. Oh my God, it was so stupid.
Yeah,
it's really.
I just wish you could unlock like random things for doing that stuff too, though. It's like the spirits or the or music or something just at the end of a match. But I guess it'd be a bit weird for how it doles it out.
Grind for money.
Yeah, I guess that is.
Because you can use like money, buy tons of feeding items and get all your spirits to 99 and enhance them. So playing will get you money.
Yeah.
So that's worth.
So we can't talk about World of Light, the story mode in it yet, because neither of us have played it. Darian is going to stream it.
Yep.
Yesterday.
No, the day before.
No, the day before on Sunday.
Yeah.
So you can watch that. Hopefully live when he does it.
Yep.
Are you still doing Zelda as well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, so my plan in terms of streaming over the next like couple of weeks leading up to Christmas, I'll be alternating between Smash and Zelda.
Cool.
Maybe some COD here and there. I fancy playing like a few matches of Blackout.
It's been a while since we played them.
Yeah, but I'll be playing like a bunch of Smash as soon as like I finish World of Light, which will probably take a good few sessions anyway. I'll be playing like online, hopefully playing with viewers as well, playing with friends. I'll be spamming out a bunch of Zelda because I want to get further in that. I'm really enjoying that. And yeah, Blackout's always fun. So
are you going to
and probably League here and there dotted.
Have you downloaded the Nintendo app onto your phone so we can talk?
No.
We just use Discord, is it?
Yeah. My setup at the minute is enough cables.
Oh yeah.
So
don't ruin your phone plugged in.
Yeah, I'll tell you my setup. It might be kind of cool.
No one cares.
They do. It's interesting.
Alright, go on.
I think it's clever. So I've got 2 monitors set up now. Yeah. So it's perfect. I have so much control. But say I have a new follower on Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, I have headphones for the game audio. So how do I hear my PC? How will I hear the alert?
You should still be able to see it though.
True, but it's easy to miss it, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So do you know what I've done?
You put earphones in your ears and then headphones on top.
You're an asshole.
It's fairly obvious.
You ruined it though. It's really uncomfortable to do that. So I've got one earphone in and the game audio headphone slightly to the side so it doesn't squish it.
Yeah, that's...
And my idea was that I put both in and I was just like, this is genius. And then I put the headphones on and I was just like, this really hurts. It like pushes the plastic in.
Yeah, that just means it's louder, you know?
It was uncomfortable and I was just like, what do I do? And then I just took one earphone out and then pushed the headphone slightly to the side and I was just like, oh wait, this is really comfortable. This works fine. But yeah, I was just like 1000 IQ play. Yeah. And then you've just debunked it and I'm like, maybe not 1000 IQ, maybe like 10 IQ.
It just means I'm 1002.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. Both 1000 IQ.
Sweet, okay. So you can play classic mode in 2-player, that's cool.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
World of Light doesn't have co-op, which is a bummer.
That makes sense, I guess. But like Subspace Emissary did have 2-player.
Yeah. I think people would have liked it to have a co-op just to
But whatever, there's like a world map and stuff. It's like weird to
that's
have
true.
the 2 people on there.
Yep.
Really. So we'll talk about that next time. Spirits mode is not really much to talk about other than we've got to collect a buttload of JPEGs and
tons of challenges.
Level them up.
You do the challenges with the like rock paper scissors mechanic of loading out your spirit team, and then you beat them. You got to time a gunshot. If you get it, you unlock spirit.
If you don't get it and you miss and you hit the shield, that shield breaks, and it is like that the next time you verse them, or you can pay a couple of coins
when you ever see it again.
Yeah,
there's 1,300 of them. So like, if you do miss one, or like you chip away at it, which is cool. But if you chip away at it,
it's not necessarily that many challenges though. Like, not everything has a challenge. Not every spirit has a challenge.
I think it does.
No, because they're like set events, you know? There's going to be a lot of them, but like...
There's going to be
others
a lot
are like just going to be in the shop or just going to be pickups or drops or whatever. Like,
there's going to be a lot in World of Light, though.
Yeah.
You apparently collect tons of spirits. It's like the entire game. You run around collecting it.
Have you messed around with the amiibo stuff yet? I tried putting an amiibo on there, but it was like, this amiibo has data from the 3DS or Wii U versions.
Oh.
And you have to go into the amiibo like shop to sort of like upgrade it to a Switch version.
Oh, okay.
I think it keeps all the stats and stuff from the what it is
cool.
before. It keeps the level and all that. But you need to sort of do some stuff to make it read with the Switch copy of the game. So I assume that means you can't use it on the Wii U one, but who cares?
Yeah.
So I'll have to do that for each and every one of my amiibo, which is a lot. Hopefully it doesn't take that long.
Nah,
if I have to format them, then so be it. I'll just play it again, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Something I want to...
else?
Yeah, I mean... So I could probably talk all day, but something that's really cool is like not just every character, like 95 I think % stages are in this game across all the games.
Poker Floats is not.
That's coming as DLC. I'm telling you, it's coming as DLC.
That would mean they'd have to put another Pokemon
which
in.
is happening.
No,
I know, but it's happening. Poker Floats is coming. There's no way that
update.
Nah. Ooh, nah. Nah, it'll come as paid DLC. There'll be a new Pokemon. I don't know who, but it will be. And then,
They can't add another Pokemon in it. There's too many.
There are quite a lot, I will say.
Okay, so what's your favourite stage?
Of all time?
I don't know.
That's in this game. Well, yeah, it's of all time, technically.
Okay, it's Poker Floats.
I'm really partial to Smashville just because that was my favourite like competitive stage. Like
Animal Crossing one?
Yeah, I would choose Smashville, you know? That was my go-to stage. So maybe Smashville. If not, maybe a silly one. You're going to have to come back to me. This is tough.
Yeah, there's a lot of stages.
Oh, Bridge of Eldin. I do like Bridge of Eldin because I always used to pick Samus on it. That beam just shoots right across.
Right,
Smash. Yeah, that's fun. What about you? Yeah, I didn't think about that too.
I was thinking about it. It's just too hard because there's so many stages.
Yeah, there's so many stages.
I don't know. Partial to Metal Gear, so Shadow Moses is kind of cool.
I'm partial to Delfino as well. I do like Delfino Plaza.
Okay. I don't know, like how much I enjoy the ones that just kind of like fly around the world and then land every now and then, that sort of thing. It's like they're fine. They're cool looking like environments.
Yeah,
but like they don't seem that special.
Yeah, I can get what you mean.
I played on that Bayonetta one for the first time, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah, Bayonetta.
Just the falling clock thing. There's a lot of shit going on in the background there.
Dude, Pokemon Stadium 1 is really good.
The one that changes into...
Windmill, the Rock Formation, and one other.
Yeah.
I always forget.
Like, it's weird picking those because you feel like just nostalgia is taking over.
Oh, Fountain of Dreams. That stage is stunning.
That's very good.
It's real pretty. Dreamland can go to hell.
Oh, I haven't checked out the Mario Galaxy map on this game yet, but I really like that one.
Yeah,
previous.
We've played through like the first 4 rows.
4 and a bit rows worth of levels, and we're not halfway through yet.
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah. The FP meter is an interesting addition.
Yeah, it's...
Oh no, FS meter, Final Smash meter.
It makes every game insane, especially when you add a Smash Ball to it as well.
And especially when you have 8 Robs on a little ship.
That was the stupidest thing we've ever done. I love it.
8 of us as Rob on the Grand Sea Wind Waker level. Because you get meter for getting hit and landing hits. It's kind of like a fighting game, really.
Yeah.
But also it adds in the Smash Ball as well. And there was a lot of lasers firing off.
It was so stupid. So, like, it felt like as soon as the first person got their final smash, the next 4 minutes with final smashes. It was like one Rob used it, everyone died. The next Rob used it, everyone died. And it just went on and on like that. It was kind of nutty.
That was dumb. But yeah, it makes it way more hectic, and it was actually really cool. Especially when we were on that small level and Dan was Jigglypuff. And when,
Fucking Jigglypuff.
That Smash is so good. 8 Jigglypuffs.
Sonic seems bloody OP again.
Yeah, the ones that like zip around the stage are rough.
Well, here's the thing. I think Pikachu's did that, right? It was Pikachu and Sonic in like Brawl that introduced like zip around stage, and everyone's just always said this is really broken or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, Pikachu seems fair now. It's like you have to land it and then you hit whoever on the stage and then it's fine. It's still strong, but you still have to hit it and land it. Sonic's just clears the screen.
Yeah.
And you can control it.
Yeah, so if you just hold up, he kind of like raises up and keeps knocking them towards the top of the screen, and then they die.
Yeah, Yoshi's new Final Smash. I'm glad that
was pretty funny.
I like the idea of just like, hey, we don't want any transformations, we don't want too long cutscenes, we just want Final Smash. So they've made them nice and quick, basically.
Yeah.
These are you give me the wrong ones.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't, because that stack is really big, and that's the one that's not.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll talk more about Smash
in the coming weeks, probably
on the next podcast, because then we would have played World of Light and unlocked a bunch more stuff.
And online would have been fixed.
Yeah, and we'll see if we can get somebody else on as well to also have a chat, because Dan's played it, Kieran's played it with us.
Yep.
Sean hasn't, but he will. He would have, hopefully by then. He's coming over for Christmas time, but we'll see how timing schedules stuff goes. And we'll play a bunch of it then.
We'll probably play like the entire day, probably. Just
we'll try and set some recording stuff up, because I think playing with Sean would be really fun.
Yeah. Well, we can have 5 of us as well, which is kind of neat.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mess around with some tournaments and things. We should have plenty of content.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
To do. Yeah. So So for now, we will read our. So this is episode 16. Episode 17 will probably be the last one for the year then.
Yeah, well,
I guess. Which means we didn't manage to finish up these questions. There's still
not too many, but still.
There's still 9 left.
Yep.
Then we'll move on to a whole new thing, which I'll try and figure out. But we got our questions to ask each other.
I don't even want to ask this.
Why?
Because there's no point in.
Okay, I found one that you might not get straight away.
What do you mean you found one?
I looked through them, and some of them are really easy, and this one you might not.
You were supposed to.
Get. I shuffled them, and this is what it landed on. Rock, paper, scissors, see who goes first.
You will get all of these.
Cool. You'll probably get all of these, to be honest, as well.
Yeah, you will get all of these. Alright, I won rock, paper, scissors. Here we go. I'm just going to read it out. Here we go.
Do you want to just go through all these? Get them out of the way.
Yeah, sure, actually.
Sure, okay, you go first.
Yeah. Alright. So we're just doing them all now.
Yeah, let's go. We've got 9 questions. Well, 18, but you know.
Master Chief John 117 is the central protagonist of which series of first-person shooter games?
Halo.
Such a stupid question.
Which game series brings toys to life using a portal of power?
Portal of power? Was that Lego Dimensions?
Skylanders.
Wouldn't have got that one.
You didn't get that one?
No.
That was the one I said you probably wouldn't get.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just like Toys to Life. It's just like, it's either Lego or Skylanders or, yeah.
Disney Infinity?
Yeah, all that. It could have been,
I
yeah.
didn't think of that, so.
No.
Okay.
Garbage question.
Cool.
In which Sonic the Hedgehog game did Tails first appear?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Correct.
The groundbreaking James Bond game GoldenEye 007 was exclusively released on which console?
Oh, N64. Yeah, I got one. In gaming, what does AR stand for?
Augmented reality.
Automatic rifle.
Ocarina of Time is a critically acclaimed installment of which game series?
Oh, cool. Legend of Zelda.
I don't know why I looked.
Still. Ooh, which word precedes Asylum City and Night in the best-selling Batman series of gaming?
The best-selling Batman series?
Yeah.
Which word precedes
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum?
Which word precedes Asylum City and Night?
Oh, right, Arkham.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it said which word precedes
Yeah,
Arkham Asylum.
I know you meant.
Yeah. Hearthstone is a free-to-play online card game that builds upon the lore of which popular fantasy game series?
Is it World of Warcraft?
Just Warcraft, but yeah.
Okay. That was an interesting question, because I thought it was across all Blizzard games, but I guess it's just that.
Yeah.
Which open-world fantasy game series includes titles such as Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim?
The Elder Scrolls.
Yep.
The sequel to Skyrim. Solid Snake and Liquid Snake first appeared in which video game?
Trying to think back. Nah, it's Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Good.
It's not a trick question.
Well, I was just like, wait, think of the plot of Metal Gear 1 and 2, and I was just like, nah, they weren't in that. No, they weren't in that.
Okay, 4 left.
Which game features the deadly character Agent 47?
Hitman. PT was the much talked about playable teaser for an ultimately cancelled installment of which series of horror games?
Silent Hill. In which best-selling open-ended game do players create and build constructions out of textured cubes in a 3D world?
Minecraft.
Roblox. No, it's
Is Roblox popular?
I don't know, man.
Like, I hear people talking about it.
I hear people memeing about it.
I hear people talk about it in a joking manner.
Yeah.
Like saying how popular it is or whatever, but I don't know if it actually is.
I think it's the new insult. So, Call of Duty is just like, oh my god, you suck, go play Minecraft. I think it's the 2018 version of that, which is like, you suck, go play Roblox. I think it's changed to that.
Huh. Which Nintendo console directly followed the NES?
SNES.
Which stands for?
Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Don't scare me like that. What was the first 3D Super Mario game, making a significant move away from its classic 2D side-scrolling origins?
Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
In the best-selling series of games, what does GTA stand for?
Grand Theft Auto.
Alright, last one. Wait, you got 2?
No,
there's one. Okay.
Which Japanese video game company has produced titles including Mega Man, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, and Monster Hunter?
Capcom.
There you go.
Okay, my last question to you.
Yep.
In which innovative game, first released in 2000, do players create and control the regular daily lives of virtual people?
Sims. Okay, cool.
Damn it. Alright, so if I give you...
Right, my prediction, we're going to count out our points now. My prediction is Sam wins by 1.
Okay. I think I win by at least 3.
I think you might win by 2. We're counting. Alright. I'm gonna do a loud count. I scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Do your loud count.
I got 24.
Okay, damn, I was right. Well, I said 1, but...
It was halfway
2.
between both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be 1 or 2.
I won season 1.
Season 1, GG, WP. My questions were bullshit.
No, I think they were
The two major ones I got wrong were so unfair. That Skylanders one was unfair. It could have been any Toys to Life one. And the other one that was unfair was the stupid Pokemon Go one.
You thought it was a Flappy Bird?
Yeah, I didn't know a frigging game. It didn't give any detail of the game. It just gave a year and said which hit game stormed mobiles in this year. And
in 2016.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know what game came out. Mobile.
That's why you got it wrong. That's why it's general video game knowledge.
Terrible, Jack. Right, those questions were too open-ended. Meanwhile, you're just like, Ryu and Ken feature which iconic martial arts. To be fair, you did have 1 or 2 difficult ones.
FIFA.
The year one was really tough.
What one? For the for Mario or whatever, the NES?
Yeah, the NES.
Yeah.
That was a rough question.
Yeah.
To be fair. Yeah, I like how 95% of... You're gonna have to pick those up, that sucks. It's like playing Pick Up 52. It's like the worst game ever. You throw the cards on the floor and you're like, pick up 52, and then you're just like...
I wanted it to land that way and then it just kind of slides out.
It's like...
It landed on its side and now they've gone everywhere.
What did you want to do? Slide them?
Yeah, kind of.
So it's like...
You knock over a can of Coke. You motherfucker.
Please tell me you got tissues in you.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I tipped on Mechanical. Perfect end of season. Woohoo! See? Like that. Look how
that
cool
looks
that
like
was.
shit.
Yours just went everywhere. Look, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. You can catch us on Twitter. I'm at ZandiarXDR.
I'm at Axlums.
Yep, I'll be streaming a bunch. Check me out on twitch.tv/Zandiar. I am back, baby. Harder than ever. I'm going harder than ever. I realised it needed a bit.
Okay. So one more podcast for the end. We'll have a nice sign off and
maybe 2.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think of maybe some sort of Christmas podcast or something. Maybe we'll do something bonusy before the end of the year.
Well, the next Tuesday that the podcast will go up is on Christmas Day, but we'll put that up Christmas Eve. And
yeah, okay.
And maybe we'll see what happens between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. We'll see. Yeah,
we'll be around, so we should be able to record some fun stuff and have some interesting things go up.
Yeah, we'll probably hang out quite a bit over the Christmas holiday as well.
Spoilers, it's going to be Smash Bros.
Definitely. But I mean, just in general, we'll probably hang out a bit over this Christmas holiday.
Ooh, I got a good idea.
Sean will be down and stuff, so we'll probably play a bunch of stuff.
I'll talk to that in a second.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks so much for listening and watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks.